as you're saying that, I want to welcome everyone to game 1 of week 5. We are watching the Topaz League, the highest level of play that CMSA League of Legends has to offer. And we're seeing a pretty standard. Everyone is where they ought to be, preparing for the lanes. Level 1. Oh, here we've got Jules in the top lane, potentially looking for something here, as it's a level 2 gank, and Poggle does have a ward up here, but the going in with Ignite from Aramaref. Oh, and Aramaref will fall, giving Poggle the first blood, but not before Jules is looking to give the equalizing blow onto Poggle. And
will his W come back? Oh, it did, but it wasn't enough. But the minions might get him.
Okay, once again, the scuttle is the cause of the ire as Feoria once again secures it. JT Greatness lands a bubble onto River Otter as Tiddlywink is here to help. And now Feoria forced to ult for the shield. Will he get away in time? And yes, River Otter and Nondescript are here for the assist.
Smolder comes in for the sneeze. Ooh. Doesn't succeed. Bard ult stops the Smolder.
Yeah, Ginger
Shen
Oxide
ult on
forced to
Smolder.
Oh, and here we go. Feoria will go down to Jules, as now it is time for the rest of the team to buckle up and run. And I noticed in the top lane, we've got the ult coming out from Garen to kill Poggle.
As an unsuccessful gank, but a counter gank potentially of note. They get the Bard. Bard gets his magical journey, goes in through and hides in mid lane. But Travi comes back around and gets really aggressive when his health really isn't there to be. As the whole fight turns around, outnumbered 4-3, another shows up 4-4. Kill from Caitlyn onto Nami.
Jules goes down to Feoria. That Bard ult stopping Tiddlywink from participating in the fight really saved the blue team here as they are all so low. Oh, here we've got the new greatest snowball coming in to Jules before Jules can go to ward. And Travi, looking very aggressive, does get ulted and then bubbled by JT Greatness. That stops the aggression in its tracks. But now River Otter looking for something here as Tiddly is going for massive damage. Greatest snowball comes back one more time. The Fiddlesticks ult fears Ginger Oxide, Tiddlywink, and wow, a triple kill immediately for the side of Belveth Sprats. Beautiful. Okay, here we have Travi playing defense for Aramaref over there as the blast plant gets taken and blue team has secured the Baron, but now it's time to engage as the Nami ult and Smolder ult come down. Feoria looking like they're in danger as Aramaref falling to Nondescript and Travi. And Ginger Oxide will fall as well. It looks like blue team has already won this fight in the middle of it as Nondescript secures the kill onto JT Greatness. Tiddlywink now running for their life as the micro stuns come out. Tiddly falls as well to Nondescript. And now only Jules is left on the red side as blue team has the Baron and a prime position with this wave that Travi is walking through the mid lane with. This game has gone to Belveth Sprats, Feoria, Poggle, Nondescript, River Otter, and of course, the king, never defeated, even up until this game, Travi. 100% win rate, staying strong.
You know, a wizard is never late or early. He arrives precisely when he intends to.
Yes, thank you, Gandalf.
Since there's not much they can do about it early game, Thresh.
Oh, wow.
Seth going at it.
That is a lot of damage from Pinky Soup onto Blazing Bowman.
Yeah, and, you know, Thresh just having his way, moving the set around wherever he wants. Flashes, auto attacks him to kill the set. More aggressively played, or more aggressively stands.
Okay, here we got Kazik jumping in with E, lands on top of Zoe Reliver. The ult pushes Zoe Reliver closer as Emo Loser pops their ghost. The Sona ult comes out, and Pose is the target of the Emo Loser, but the ult comes out onto Kale, and Chef Zangy will not let up as Emo Loser will fall to Pose. And now, Sona goes down as well as Pose is double excited. This is looking good for red side. And Blazing Bowman and Emo Loser up here. But, I mean, it's really an odd configuration of 4-1 on both sides as it's 3-2 up in the top lane for blue side. Pose able to save their inhibitor turret as the pressure is mounting bot. Kazik goes in with an E, not having their R, which they used to save themselves previously, and Sona not having heal, which was used to save Kazik. Oh, there we go. Kazik will fall to Pinky Soup. The Sona ult comes back out, and Chef Zangy will fall in response. Pinky Soup landing that beautiful Q, and now Zoe Relibear in danger. But Pinky Soup does get that kill onto PP Bandit as Emo Loser dies up in the top lane, and Blazing Bowman will follow as Firefly is there for the secure to save Pose from danger. Kha'Zix comes in with the E, and the ult comes out as there is a massive amount of CC coming on. Zoe Relibear will be the first to fall. As red side TP comes in, Pinky Soup gets ulted by Blazing Bowman. Firefly in danger, E's away, but Blazing Bowman is the first one to fall. Now, Firefly falls to Skippy McSkipper, and Chef Zangy is there laying on the damage as Pose is able to get a triple kill. This is looking like it's the end of the game as there is 33 seconds before anyone comes up on the blue side as the first super minion wave is coming in as Pinky Soup, Chef Zangy, Firefly, Pose, Zoe Relibear can claim victory in the second game of the night, this week 5 of CMSA's League of Legends Season 2. That's Ruby. Space Dandy taking quite a bit of HP down. Oh, Medeo then procced with another Braum passive as the autos are going to come out. Goji Daddy able to get the stun on, and Medeo will fall to Ash, and first blood will be taken by Goji Daddy. Graham revealing that Warwick is already on this Cloud Drake, and Yuumi coming to help out. And now it looks like there might be a little bit of danger for Jotaro Albane as the exhaust comes out from Yuumi, but Braum is here in time to get the passive onto Amumu. Gray falls, and now Yuumi will also go down. This looks like it's going to be a free Drake. Well, not free, well earned for Jotaro Albane and the blue team. But what do we have here? Gray and Maple Mamba coming up to Space Dandy, not expecting that because Frosty is supposed to be their lane opponent. Gray lands the Q on Space Dandy as Maple Mamba tosses behind, and that'll be Gray's third kill of the game. But here we have C9 Snoops and Jotaro able to get the kills onto both Urgot and Amumu. But the Warwick healing is too much for Frosty Penguins to take as that is 3 kills for blue side up in the top. Gray goes in onto Spellfire with a Q before flashing out. Warwick jumps onto Gray with their ult, and Braum joins in as we're seeing this is a blue side tilted fight as Goji Daddy then goes down to Frosty Penguins, but not before Frosty Penguins is going to fall to that as well. Maple Mamba misses their ult, and now Medeo is left alone with Yuumi to potentially kite out Jotaro. It's looking close, but no. Aspen Moth is now in danger, looking for Maple Mamba to jump onto, but it's going to end up being a slaughter for the red side as the ace comes out. Here we have blue side sieging this so effectively, even without the Baron minions. Those Ash arrows are taking down the mid tier 2. Gray looking for something here, does not connect with the Q, but does get the ult onto Jotaro. But will it be enough as Gray is the first to fall and Jotaro has no heal cut? Oh, Jotaro will fall, but not before the double kill from Ezreal. As Snoops is now in danger, Medeo gets the shutdown onto Snoops, and now Space Dandy is here for a little bit of extra stun. And now blue team will be taking the victory in this fight. As you see those little wisps.
Yeah, how often does that happen?
That's like every second one thing occurs. Gray lands a clutch Q onto C9 Snoops and then ults as Jotaro comes in. And now this is an ace for the red team onto the blue team, and I don't know if the blue team will be in time to save their base, as it looks like they're looking to end. Frosty Penguins beginning to hit those turrets as Spellfire puts themselves in the line of fire. Gray taking some turret damage as Goji Daddy basically stuns them under these turrets. Frosty Penguins very low HP as Space Dandy's looking to Medeo. Medeo does not have ult anymore. Oh, but Spellfire will fall to Maple Mamba. There's super minions just entering the base.
Maple Mamba taking turret after turret hit, and they're just kind of poking in and out. Space Dandy and Goji Daddy are trying to defend the turrets, but
the Nexus turrets are gone.
Output.
Goji Daddy will fall to Medeo, and no, Space Dandy still survives in spite of Frosty trying to put out so much damage. Aspen Moth is going to be the last one to fall here as blue side does protect their Nexus thanks to a quadra kill from C9 Snoops. Looking for something here as they see that Warwick is pretty far away, looking for the soul. Spellfire will fall to this Urgot, it looks like, as the Urgot ult comes through. The fear onto Goji Daddy as Goji Daddy's running for his life. The ult comes out onto both Frosty and Maple Mamba from Lilia. And We'll see. Reds, yeah, Reds looking like they just want to go and take these Nexus turrets, which have respawned, but with that super minion, they just might be able to. Frosty and Maple take the first Nexus turret. The second one is soon to follow as Ezreal has fallen. Medeo, excited, is able to secure the Nexus, and the win will go to Orange Otters. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome and congratulations on that game.
That was one heck of a game.
And what I want to ask is if you have a specific honor for someone on your team or on the enemy team that you'd like to share with us.
I mean, I think Medeo, like, he really pulled like the team together in terms of like his like spacing, the damage that he pulled out, like he didn't like, you guys weren't able to see the like how he shined in the first two games, but he was incredible like the first two games.
Okay, so thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
If I see you first.
Not if we see each other first. Bye 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 all. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We've got another. Oh, I just almost heard myself, and you would have heard me too, because I'm thinking to myself, why does that look like it's deafened? Mike's sitting there like, what is he talking about? Hello, and welcome.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, it's all on the OBS side. I am Nick.Zite. I am joined here by my fantastic co-host, Moens. Hi, Moens.
It is I.
Hello, it is he. It is him. And we are here bringing you the 6th week of the 2026 Season 2 CMSA League of Legends Leagues. And I said leagues, plural, because we are going to be, we're going to be taking a tour. Thank you, Jogan. You have a great night as well. I'm sure you'll be playing, right? Praying that we see 0 Vel'Koz. I'm praying we see all the Vel'Koz, because mage supports, they're crazy.
I was gonna say, I think that depends on what stats we've got to look at here.
And you know what? We don't have champion stats to look at this week. Uh-oh.
Oh.
But we have something else.
Did I just accidentally call you out?
No, you're good. You're good. And we're already in the lobby. We're ready to go. We don't have a special guest, but I have a few questions for you, Mike. And maybe you'll be surprised by them, how early we're discussing it, but not with the content of them, because you probably know in the back of your mind that these questions were eventually coming.
Okay. And by the way,
go ahead.
Every time I see a Teemo in a game now, I think of loitering.
The crime that Teemo's gonna get picked up for.
Yeah.
He's for sure going to be caught for that one day. You have to be the right champion in order to catch him. Caitlyn could never. She's auto attack based. She's not gonna be the cop to catch Teemo.
Precisely. So what's your question?
Okay, so my question. We have 3 leagues, and each of these leagues, you know, they're not popularity contests, they're League of Legends contests. But that doesn't mean that certain players don't shine in these leagues, that they're very friendly, that they are always willing to be a good team sport, that they're always uplifting the rest of the team. And you might know that there's an award at the end of these seasons, one for each league, called Miss Congeniality.
I like it.
You've heard of this award before? You probably voted for people in this award before.
I have voted for people for this award before. Coincidentally, I've never won it. Not that I'm bitter or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, yeah. Okay. So I Miss Congeniality. Wow.
Congeniality.
Congenia. I can't.
It's easier for me because I'm reading it.
I know what you're saying, and I get the play on words, and I still can't do it.
Well, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to do it as long as you're not voted. You're definitely not getting voted for it this time because we're not playing. Yeah.
I feel like every game I've played this season, I've been great.
Yeah, who doesn't? You know, I want to see the person who's super self-aware and says, I get the opposite award. I get the most tilted, most toxic, no one likes me award. I don't want to see that person, actually. That was a joke.
That's me and solo queue.
Oh, really?
I used to call myself the salty Soraka that could.
Oh, yeah? And could you?
No.
Oh, okay. The salty Soraka that couldn't?
I just yelled all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Sometimes trash talking is part of the game, but for this award, we're not going to see that. And so, who is it going to be? I think we've had a lot of people come on the stream who, like, we've seen the spectrum from the people who are saying, hey, I know that I shined in this game and everyone knows it, and like, yeah, I guess my support was fine too, and we've had the people on the total opposite side who are like, I don't even think you should have had me on this stream. You should have had my top laner who was really the...
Right, yeah. Yeah, are you asking for names?
Yeah, if you have any.
Well, I don't think he can win, but I know Lod is always up there because he's always cheerful and always, upbeat and everything like that.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. We had Frosty, and he's always a treat as well. Let's see who else has been on the stream. I can't think.
Maple Mamba.
My mind is completely blank. What's that?
Maple Mamba, friend of the stream.
Oh yeah, Maple Mamba. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Super.
I like saying friend of the stream now. Friend of the show. Now that we have this list of ever-growing cast. Yeah, we have a show.
Cast. I love it. And today's episode.
Yes. Hold on one second. I am just making sure that I have the team names. And what it looks like is we've got on the blue side, we have Victors. In this first game, we're going to be stopping in the Topaz League, which is our Emerald and above league. And
starting?
What's that?
You said stopping. I'm assuming you mean
our first stop, as we're a train
now.
Oh,
our first stop.
The train is on the track.
I got you.
And on the red side, we've got Ambessa's aunties. So, what was I saying? Victors, and Ambessa's aunties. I really like these names.
I do too.
Yeah, and what I never knew was that each league has different names. And
I didn't know that until this either.
Yeah. I mean, how could you ever know? Except for the fact that it's like some of them are really good and some of them are just good. None of them are bad.
Right.
But Italian Narcissist Gay Rights Association, I think, top of my list.
That's the only one I think that isn't 2 words.
Yeah.
I do love that.
I mean, you might be right. That's why it stands out to me, for sure.
Because it's Kaisa's Kittens, Brahms Babes, things like that, for most of the case. But then there's the one. We should. What is the initials for that? We could just, because they're the
INGRA. And you know what's funny is I used to work for an organization that used to be called the International Gay and Lesbian Human Rights Association. Or yes, coalition maybe. And then it changed its name, and I was like, that actually Italian Narcissist Gay Rights Association. I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, I'm traveling back in time to when I used to do advocacy work. That's great. Okay. Well, we are in, so let's go straight on to the first ban phase of this game.
Let's do it.
Heck yeah. And so we've got on both sides Hoggle's team versus MTP's team, and immediately we see the Lilia ban. That to me is really funny, and really important because in the highlights even we see Lilia quite a few times.
Mundo's not making it through this time.
No,
like he did. think he made it through
No.
last week. Well, he wasn't banned last week or something, right?
Yeah,
Something
there was
happened.
one game where it was like, oh, everyone forgot about Mundo, or everyone just gentleman's handshaked away Mundo. Like, no Mundo, and that's okay. That's okay with us.
Got a Nautilus ban.
Ooh. You know what's funny about Smolder is before playing in this league,
She's a dragon.
yeah, a little baby dragon, and I use the Pokemon skin, so it's usually Charmander for me, at least at the beginning of
Nice.
the game. I love those League of Legends mods. But for me, I think to myself from playing solo queue, hitting Masters in solo queue before I ever joined CMSA, saying to myself, why are people playing Smolder all the time? What's going on with Smolder? But in these games where you can just funnel all of your resources on the competitive side and build a team comp around a champion, Smolder is really scary. Smolder wins so many games.
Right. Smolder, the execute, the
Just by hitting the magic number.
it's the Aurelian Soul syndrome or the NASA syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? You just hey, by the way, you don't have a choice now, I'm winning.
Yeah. There is no choice when all he has to do is hit one ability, and then his team could do the rest of the damage. He's just there to be collector.
Nami and Oriana ban.
Yeah. I do see we've got two junglers coming out immediately, as we got Quaib on Sejuani, and then on the right side, who is this that we've got on Xin Zhao? Let's see. It looks as though we're potentially seeing a Bormilion Xin Zhao game.
I was promised in the chat that he would do Teemo Jungle.
Oh, Teemo Jungle. Where did he say that? Oh, I got you with Teemo Jungle. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. We'll see. We'll see if that happens.
I think
He says I lied. You can see it right there under Mike's
that
face.
was a
I
farce.
lied.
a farce.
Okay. And we don't have that patented Ashe and Seraphine combo that I have been trying to replicate in my own normal games. Instead, we've got Thresh and Ashe in the bot lane. Very scary for a champion like Senna, who, you know, desperately wants to move, but out of the cage, of course.
I'm sorry, my brain is broken right now because Ashe banned. I'm sorry. The champion, the summoner Amaya Fish banned Nami, which kind of just broke my brain. Which just broke my brain because I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they want to go fish?
They're not a fish. Not this time. Answered the question for you. All right, and then we've got Maokai. That looks like it could be Maokai support for Senna. I've seen that as so common, especially in competitive now.
I have two, but doesn't Senna not get as many souls if she's farming?
Yes, that's true. She doesn't get as many as though she were support, but then, you know, she actually has the gold to build damage items as ADC. So there's always going to be that trade-off. I don't think it's going to be starving Senna and a farming Maokai. I do think they're going to play a pretty traditional ADC and support, at least this time.
Plus, she can also get missed from double hitting people. So I guess.
Oh yeah, getting her own. Yeah, getting the souls that way.
Not a horrible deal breaker.
No. And so we're seeing the last two bans come out from each side, as we've got LeBlanc and Zahen being banned. That Zahen top being banned away from MTP, and LeBlanc being banned away from mid. And now Morgana. Where was that Morgana going to go in this team comp? Who knows? But Mift says not confused. Allowed. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was a Morgana mid question mark? I don't know.
Morgana mid could work in so many instances when you have the right team comp where she's actually able to play a supportive mid lane into it. But also, you have to be very careful. Every job of the mid laner in the early game is control the lane and control the rivers. Right. Morgana, right. Maybe not the best at controlling the river when she is faced with Sejuani, who's just going to queue away, not get bound, not get hit by her R, really, or at least the second proc of it. Instead, we end up with Mel, and then Darius top on blue side.
Yeah, right now, if I'm red team, or I'm sorry, Embesis Antes, I am really fearing the comp on the on blue team. We got Sejuani, Thresh, Ash. There's just a whole bunch of stuns, grabs, and slows, and then one slippery fish.
Ooh.
There's the fish.
There's
Am I a
this,
fish?
yeah, the slippery fish. Although it will be played by Mift this week, I believe. Mift will be in the mid lane, and so this, is pretty dangerous. They've got quite a well-rounded team on blue side, and let's see how they're going to make it on the red side with Yorick, a bruiser in the top lane. That solidifies it is Maokai support there with Senna.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, who we favoring?
River Otter's Thresh is extremely scary and
Not to be trifled with.
not to be trifled with at all. And really, I think this comes down to bot lane. Will Maokai be able to protect Senna and scale Senna into the late game? Will Bormillion Xin Zhao be able to force enough pressure bot lane so that they can actually secure the early dragons? Or will he be pulled into a top lane battle that ultimately I think Darius wants the pressure top to call into in Sejuani for a 2v2? I think they would win that, unfortunately, for Xin Zhao. So it's about where you put the pressure. Can you get onto Ashe? Can you allow Senna some air to breathe in this lane? Because Maokai really one piece of disengage, in my opinion. And it's together. It's almost like an Alistar combo.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, to me, who are you feeling for this first match?
I don't know. Team comp wise, I think you're right. I think blue side I'm favoring. I like their team comp better. Now, I do see some pluses on the red team, right? You've got Yorick for split pushing. I don't know. It really just depends on how the game is played and how it all lies. It's going to be an interesting game.
Editing the highlights each week, I learn a little bit about the way that each league plays the game and the hinge points, like the pivot points where it's like, okay, this game is over because this thing happened. And I'll scale up. So Pearl, I see what happens is that a lane gets dominated and help is sent into that lane, and there's a number of cracks that open across the map, and whichever team can fill the crack first will win. So that means when a support is warding somewhere that the team is not coordinated to protect that support, that's a crack. And if the support is caught out, that's immediately a free objective because of some level of miscalculation or miscoordination. Here, in the Ruby and Topaz League, what we see more often is it happens when a top lane gank occurs and too many resources are given in one direction. And sure, the resource distribution eventually makes its way across the map, but there's just a slow slipping.
Okay, so it's sort of a pardon the expression, but a Titanic kind of
tilting over to one side. Yeah.
Yep.
And then what eventually happens, and I can see it in most games that occur, the Topaz players all know that they're supposed to fight at a big objective or right before a big objective in a choke that's favorable for their team. I think the issue that occurs is there's not a great understanding of, are we actually in the position to fight this? And that's where a game gets completely thrown to one side or the other.
Okay.
It's when you end up saying, we're supposed to fight here, instead of we can fight here or we should fight here.
And everyone agrees and the communication is there and
yes.
And coordination, more importantly.
And we'll see how coordinated they are as we start the first game of week 6 CMSA, League of Legends. Ooh, there's a little bit of a lag spike that we're dealing with here. I don't know if you can see that on your end, Mike, that we are just a little frozen.
Yep, I can see. Well, this usually happens at the beginning of the games for some reason. Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
what's been happening? Okay, now we are fully in. The game has adjusted, and we are ready.
Baron's in 20 minutes.
Baron is in 20 minutes. Everyone, prepare yourselves.
Everybody
It is
get ready for Baron.
It's the first match of the night, and here we have Mift going for a ward on the chickens and makes it out, but not before Poggle and Bormillion get some quick little hits on him. Oh, okay.
And that goes to resources, right?
Yeah.
Health is a resource.
Health is indeed a resource, and we already see there's a little bit of a lane advantage for Poggle because of that. Not to mention the fact that Poggle is ranged into a melee champion in the mid lane. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Early leads just begin to snowball into themselves, especially in the mid and top lane, where waves and XP matter so much more than in the bot lane.
Right. And the MTP just being a bully at that Yorick at the beginning, it seems.
Yeah.
Justified or not, we'll find out.
Yeah, if it pays off. I think the difference, and you can see it in the lane quests that were created. For example, the ADCs get so much extra gold on CS because they don't care about their experience as much as the other lanes do. Oh, here we go. We've got a little bit of lag. So, while we're waiting for that.
Why is lag?
1 second lag, I think, is what they're trying to say.
Oh.
Oh, but we see that it comes back pretty quick in a matter of, few seconds, it looks like.
Yep, they're ready.
We can see the chat for the resuming of the game. Here we are, and we're back in. Great. Before First Blood as well, we've got all of the issues resolved.
And everybody's seeing the soft underbelly of CMSA, where we pause when someone's lagging.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, no one wants to win based off of someone lagging or disconnecting. I've seen it happen too many times. Oh, and here we go. We're going to have our own little bit of lag to make up for that. But I've seen it happen so many times where someone disconnects and the air becomes chilled in the room of like, oh god, am I the loser who is taking every possible advantage? Oh, Capri being hit by the 5th stack of that Darius bleed, but not getting flashed on, so successfully making it out of that situation, but he will need to leave his turret in disgrace now as Darius takes full control and a gigantic wave crashes into his turret. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
MTP coming in, trying to kill the other enemy top laner. Darius takes down the Yorick.
Yeah.
In a massive sign of disrespect towards red team's jungle.
Yeah, and it's just terrible, but look at this 0 CS in the top lane. It's early, but still. Here we've got River Otter looking for a hook onto JT Greatness, hits it, and now Bormillion is coming in with the counter gank. It looks like River Otter is in danger as he is the focus here. He is going to fall to that ignite as JT Greatness now in a little bit of danger, falls, and then Quaib goes down as Bormillion is looking to clean up completely as Ashe flies into the air, and the Rush may be able to secure this kill. Now Bormillion fighting Mift in that tri-bush and decides to call it quits as it's a 3 for none in that bot lane. The resources have been spent, and Bormillion made it onto the Ashe just like we thought.
And that was one of those cracks you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Just a little overconfidence.
Yes, and certainly it was a good look, a good hook by River Otter and Quaib to go in there, but it's like everything. If you are going first in something, you're revealing your positioning and you're spending your, maybe like, let's think of it like you have the element of surprise. You spend that and all of a sudden it's not there. And worse than it's not there for you is it's in the enemy's hand to react and do exactly what they need to do in response to you. counter ganks. OP since 2010.
Right. And something I used to say in a lot of my games. Control wards, keeping the jungle safe since 1994.
Yeah, since 1994.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
I'd also put a little copyright symbol after it.
Yeah. I like that slogan. I mean, and what's funny is control wards are so cheap, especially for supports. They've got the discount, the discounted rate.
They do now. They haven't always.
Right. Okay. And we've got Quaib looking here in the mid lane as Poggle potentially looking to bully Mift just a little bit. And Quaib does come in for the gank with that flash. Oh, Poggle forced a flash as the ult comes out from Fizz. And Mift will trade his life for Poggles in the mid lane as Quaib takes 2 tower shots. But that gives Vermilion the free go-ahead for the Chemtech Drake as Quaib has no way of responding.
Right, but can we check the vision? I don't know that they
Yeah,
even...
nor does he even know.
Yeah.
Now he does.
He's been made painfully aware.
Yeah, something I've also noticed is I'm gonna start zooming in more often when I can. I feel like I'm watching it in the tiny pixel mode.
Alright.
Okay.
This is boring.
Ooh. Very nice. Mift being able to do some great poke to Mel of all champions who typically can keep her enemy laners at an arm's length. But it looks like the CS is pretty even in each lane except for top, where still the freeze from MTP has done a number onto Capri. Okay, here we have time for second scuttle time as Vermilion is already level 6, but able to deprive Quaib of the necessary experience. Oh, but he does just hit level 6. All right.
Sejuani appears to be answering with a gank, but I don't know that's going to work out because York's under tower.
Yes. Yeah, without the freeze in full effect, there's no possibility for Quaib to get behind Capri.
Yeah, and that was just poor timing because I don't believe
Ooh.
York had any. Ooh, nice pull by River Otter.
Yeah, unfortunately nothing comes of it as we've got Ashe not able to respond in time as the wave is just too important at this stage. Especially when there's already 2 kills on the Rush's Senna. You need to scrape every CS you can in order to get your advantage back.
Right, and I mean they can push it and I'm sorry, crash the wave and reset a little bit. It looks like it's about to go down.
Oh, another great connection from River Otter. J2 Greatness just feeling the effects of going up against River Otter as these hooks are slowly whittling his HP down. Ooh, okay.
Just a whole lot of poke.
The reversing of the ult in the mid lane. And nothing
That's a good point.
comes of it.
I didn't think about that. Even his ult can be W'd.
Yes, yeah, the Mel reflection.
Yeah.
We have Vermilion secures at least the first of these grubs as Poggle has 1v1'd Mift before Quaib was able to come in. Oop. The root doesn't get onto Quaib as only the first of the 3 grubs has been taken by Vermilion, but now it looks like they might have the energy and resources to do more. Quaib looking and without any knowledge from the red side is able to jump onto these grubs.
Why do you think he only took the one? Did he just want the? Did he just want to make sure nobody else got it?
Sometimes the pressure that comes with Poggle will looks like get shielded by the Senna as JT Greatness is here in time to save and secure the kill onto Mift. And now Capri almost reversing onto MTP and wow, fighting all around as Quaib now has ganked Capri. You looked like it was going to be a little bit of a reversal, but now, MTP will fall to Capri, and Quaib is left to clean up the kill. Yorick is going to start healing on his Qs.
as he does Yorick things, right?
Kind of crazy. Uh-oh.
Look at this. Look at this.
Continuously
man.
go. Oh, okay. Eventually, the noodle fight ends with the noodle held by the woman on the Poro succeeding.
I don't know that it was necessarily a noodle fight because Sejuani was at full health when that fight started.
That's true. That's true. A noodle versus a shovel, but if somehow the noodle won.
Right. Only because, you know,
Okay, there
progressive
was
overload.
right. There was so much that happened there. So we saw Mift dive onto Poggle. JT Greatness is there in response at the chickens. At the same time that JT Greatness is away from his lane, we had Bormillion and the Rush diving onto Ashe. Oh, there we go. A full combo from MTP's Darius onto Capri. Forces Capri to be fully blood stacked, and with this wave under the turret, Capri is looking in a little bit of danger.
Darius doesn't seem to care about that last fight getting lost. He just keeps diving and the bleed gets Yorick.
Yeah, secures that kill. That was looking a little dangerous. I don't think either of them expected that kill to go through right at the end. Ooh, here we have Bormillion coming on to River Otter and Ashe, but Quaib is here in response. The flash comes up from River Otter to get JT Greatness just a little bit further. River Otter lands the Q onto Bormillion, and Bormillion is feeling a little bit hurt here. Puts out the ult in order to stop the damage coming out from Ashe. JT Greatness focusing on Ashe, and the ult from the Rush will secure that, and JT Greatness will fall into the turret. Darius is here in the bot lane, ready to push them back to their turret, but Bormillion and the Rush look like they're going to get away here.
Misses the pole, unfortunately, for him, and Senna takes the opportunity to just gets a couple stacks off of him.
Yeah. There was some posturing there, but it looked like it was mostly just aggressive posturing to make some space for this dragon.
Yeah, they got...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, Vermilion starting the dragon as everybody has evidently given up on it from the blue side as they reset / come back to their lanes, and they secure an Infernal Drake.
Yeah, and the gold is about dead even at just 12 minutes in the game, although the objectives are tilted a little bit towards Mbessa's aunties, who have quite the advantage in that healing and shielding from the Chemtech Drake, and a little bit of AP and AD stacking on the Infernal Drake.
You said sometimes the pressure from just taking one grub just got interrupted in the middle of a sentence.
Yes, the pressure of not having 3 grubs is enough to say that you've denied the 3 grubs. Here we have Bormillion with a lane gank, comes in with the mist, and that W from Senna is going to land onto Ashe, and looks like that is the end of Ashe, as River Otter able to pull Bormillion in for 2 turret shots, but not the 3rd. That would have been consequential. Poggle is now running away from a gank from Quaib. The ult from Mift does miss. Uh-oh.
That Thresh did an amazing job trying to save it, but unfortunately Maokai was just there and counteracting every single one of his moves.
Yeah, and here we see River Otter trying desperately to protect under his turret. Oh, but no turret aggro onto the Rush means that... Oh, here we have it. Quaib comes in for a gank on Poggle and is chasing Poggle down, does secure the kill there, but JT Greatness manages to get onto Mift. The Ignite comes down, securing that kill, and now it's just JT Greatness and Quaib against Bormillion, and Bormillion is able to E over that wall, but probably will not secure the kill onto Quaib.
Sometimes it's hard to kill a lady on a boar.
Oh. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we do see the Senna ult come out trying to protect Capri's Yorick, but that Ignite and ult from Darius is just too much damage onto Yorick and not enough healing for Yorick in response.
Bormillion coming in behind River Otter and Ashe, coming in for a gank. River Otter misses his hook, but manages to fillet the Maokai as he runs one direction and the rest of the team runs the other.
Okay,
And
double
they-
buffs go onto Mift as he secures the kill onto JT Greatness and the kill onto Bormillion. That is a lot of gold headed into the mid lane. Sorry to interrupt you there. That was crazy.
No, that was good. That was good. The
Woo.
and then Mel is that was a near miss. Hoggle, regretting his decisions mid lane, tries to get out. Unfortunately, cannot.
Yeah,
but
he
looks
can't.
like did. Yeah, Fizz died too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that ult
did-
from Mel was able to equalize.
Managed to at least get 1-for-1.
Yeah.
I did
think
not.
the rush is okay. The rush gets hit by the Ash ult, immediately cleanses and starts walking backwards. Seeing that Thresh hook just barely miss the rush makes me think, okay, this player knows how to use cleanse better than I can. I would be thinking to myself, do I cleanse here? Do I cleanse? Well, the rush is already out of there.
Meanwhile, he's been cleansed, or they've been
Yeah.
cleansed.
Yeah. Okay, see the Rift Herald is being taken currently by Vermilion as there's a little bit of suspicion maybe from Mift as probably saw him go over that Rift Scuttle.
Now it does appear that there is a noodle fight top lane. Darius and York appear to be noodling.
Yes, with all of the armor that is being built on both sides. Oh, okay, we've got...
Blake comes up from River Otter, counteracted by the Maokai, and they managed to get a kill on the Senna
Wow.
and the Maokai under turret. See, that's an advantage of Filet right there, right? You can make people instantly regret some decisions.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think it was the hook also right after the flay that really did a number
Right.
there. Oh, Poggle looking for that execution onto Mift, but Mift does stay just out of range for the overwhelm to be knocked off. As MTP comes in, ults onto Poggle. Poggle is in danger and falls to Quaib as the Ash ult comes looking for Vermilion, narrowly misses, but connects onto the rush. Okay, and now it's a battle for dominance as the Mountain Drake is up in 5 seconds. Vermilion gets hooked twice into their team and looks like he is going to fall. As this now is a Mountain Drake for Victors on the blue side.
Victor.
Victors.
Exactly.
Okay, there we go.
York-
Turret. Second
York
turret
is
of the
just
game
taking
destroyed.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fizz is no match for a Yorick just wailing on a turret with Maiden.
Yeah, I do sometimes wonder when a champion like Yorick, who's the quintessential bruiser, not really looking to take damage himself, when he builds more bruiser than he does tank, and it's not even the right damage reduction that he has armor and Fizz obviously doing magic damage, can Fizz just burst down Yorick? I was looking to see that would be a hopefully for Fizz a quick fight, and Yorick wants it to be a long one.
Right.
All right.
But Fizz is left to answer against the Yorick. They've determined that that's the two
That's
times
the
now.
play.
That's the play, yeah. And it probably makes sense because, like you said, there's no armor or no magic resist.
Yeah, it might have been too much now for Darius to handle alone, whereas Fizz can deal a little bit with the wave clear and get out of the cage that he's got here.
MTP comes in to help Mift. Mift manages to flop away like a fish as MTP comes in and just wails on the Yorick.
Okay, the ult comes out to Bormillion from Quaib as and then the ult again from Bormillion to knock them both away and secure his path towards the Grubs.
His safety.
Yeah.
Is it? That's a defensive ult. Good use case for it, but yeah, I'm sure not what they wanted.
Yeah, what strikes me as super interesting there is MTP holding his ult against against maybe his better judgment, because he didn't need it. at all. And maybe he would have wanted it there against Vermilion, but it looked like it was just a simple trade back and forth. There does seem to be some fear of Xin Zhao and who might be lying in wait to protect him. I thought for sure that was going to be a kill onto Vermilion, but they saw something maybe, or didn't see what could be lying in wait.
Yeah, we weren't looking at their vision, right? So they may have. Oh,
Myth does get hit by that
again. Poggle turns that around.
Zonius.
Zonius from Fizz, and
the Darius ult cleans it up.
Yeah. That's
All right. And now we've got a little bit of a gold lead for blue side as we've seen these little resources being given in one direction, and MTP has really been a superstar showing up at these fights. It's Mift and MTP who have been able to make it everywhere. Obviously, no shade to Quaib, who has also been involved in just as many, if not more, than MTP. Through also providing the zoning pressure of coming in, even when he doesn't get an assist.
right. And now that we're 20 minutes into this game here, refresh my memory. What were you saying was the normal thing that happens to turn the tides for a Topaz game? Ooh.
Okay, so
Ashe ult.
Yeah, the Ashe ult comes out, but unfortunately nothing else comes of it for the blue team. So what's gonna start happening is we see there's gonna be a lot more pressure on the top side of the map. We've already seen the wards come out over here, as there will always be some sort of vision on Baron while it's alive. And then, ooh, let's see, down in the bot lane, Hoggle falling. Ooh, I thought falling to Myth, but was able to pull the reversal on him. We call that in my home a reverse gag order has been issued, and Myth has been silenced.
That execute from Mel is nasty.
Yes, very nasty. Okay, and you know that gives them a lot of great pressure because Mel does have the jump on Fizz, still 15 seconds left to respawn, and we see some of the pings happening on Baron. So when the mid laner dies, it doesn't mean an automatic Baron, but what it does mean is control over vision of both sides of the objectives, because the mid laner's job is to provide that level of pressure on the lane that has the more important objective at this point in the match. When there's a 1v1 gone wrong or a 2v1 gone wrong, something along those lines, you end up with what we have here, which is red is consolidated around, well, seems to be trying to consolidate around both, but not able to choose which objective they want, as Yorick is there in the top lane. And blue team, Victors are ready to take this Mountain Drake. But red is just shepherding in the waves.
Yeah, I was gonna. Zonius from Nif is they just try to kill that fish. Comes in on Hoggle. Hoggle executes the Fizz as the rest of the fight. Blurry for me to see. I'm sorry, I can't. It blurred up.
Wow. Okay, so what we had there was Vermilion expertly using their ult to stop a lot of the Ashe damage, but Ashe does pull so much damage onto these tanks, and still, blue team and red team trading 3 for 3 on each side, as River Otter is now trying to not make it 4 for 3. J2 Greatness, so brave, just brazenly going in, and does fall to River Otter. I kind of saw that one in the cards. River Otter then trades their own life in response, as it's 4 for 4 from that fight. But Sejuani did secure the dragon on top of that. So, who really won?
That's one of those situations where you know River Otter is sitting there thinking, he's like, well, I'm not making it out of here alive. I might as well do something.
Yeah.
That guy looks tasty.
Yeah. And
it's, you know, here's a hook to the face.
Probably what JT Greatness was hoping for as well, to funnel a little bit of gold onto his top laner. Hey, what's really surprising me there is all of the resources that are used to stop Mel from being able to immediately destroy Fizz. And so, we might see that play out again and again and again. Fizz goes on to Mel. Mel needs to use every ability in the book in order to stop Fizz, and because of that, she's not able to team fight successfully with the rest of the team. That seems to be the play for Victors. We'll see how they do it. at this next objective, which now we can see the vision war happening as River Otter secures the hook onto JT Greatness, and he is stuck there between Quaib and River Otter as Ash is going to be able to secure this kill onto him. And that's all the pressure they might need, as MTP is able to hook in the rush, and the rush will fall as well. Bormillion now left alone under this turret with the full Darius bleed, and the ult comes down. And once again, see Poggle being forced away from the fight, not able to team fight with their team.
Right, and they said, you know what? I don't care about your mid turret. I'm taking this Baron because that means more.
Yes,
and as Yorick is probably gonna get outer and maybe even inner turret bot lane.
Yeah, it does look like he might be able to do that because it's not the fastest kill onto this. Ash does not have Blade of the Ruined King. It doesn't look like she's interested in building it. But you know, this is still doing a lot of damage to the enemy champions. Okay, only about half of the turret's HP gone in the bot lane as Quaib able to keep up with Bormillion and even surpass in CS, as there have been so many instances where he's able to take some of Bormillion's jungle. JT Greatness caught out just a little bit by MTP, who U-mooses to catch up, and JT Greatness now completely stuck as the Ashe autos begin. Ooh, and River Otter secures the kill.
Yeah, look at how fast they chunked that Maokai. The Maokai apparently doesn't have any armor.
Yeah, a support is really what I would, it may be in just 2 words, he's support, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I don't recognize, what's the item that's on cooldown right now on...
That's Locket of Iron Solari. Ooh, the quick ult from Poggle onto Ashe, and now River Otter will fall as it's a 3v2 in the mid lane that they are just a bit overextended for. And really, it was a beautiful W from Poggle to reflect that Ashe ult back onto Ashe.
Oh, it's the bagpipe item. I've never purchased that. When I read it, it just doesn't look. I'd rather have when I'm playing, and obviously, when I'm playing a tank, I'd rather be tanky. But
it does have a little. I'll look at it now. There's 200 health, 15 ability haste, 20 armor, 20 magic resist. But look at this. Sells for 1610, and that's 70%. That means this is a very cheap item, along with Locket of Iron Solari. You're getting quite a lot of stats, and the fanfare, slowing and immobilizing an enemy champion, will give that attack speed bonus and move speed bonus to your allies. That's a lot of resource for little golds. It's the economical choice.
Sell it. So people get it and then sell it later. I never thought about that.
They don't sell it, but I'm just saying how cheap it is to buy in the first place.
Gotcha.
Okay, here we have it. Another Mountain Drake coming out in just 10 seconds, and blue does have a little bit of dominance here, but more members of the red team are here and ready to fight as they now secure control over the river. And let's see how blue responds as Mift, looking for a separate angle from the rest of his team. And the ult does go in the middle of that. Quaib does get Ashe ulted from the Poggle W coming back onto him. JT Greatness launches himself onto Ashe. Ashe just 1/4 of his HP. The rush is the first to fall as Poggle is now fighting his own battle over there. Ashe will fall on the left side of the map, and MTP falls in response. JT Greatness falls to Mift as Capri is trying to get rid of Quaib, and Mift will continue fighting with Bormillion. This requires a zoom out as now it is a 3v2, but with these resources, ooh, Mift secures the kill onto Bormillion, and now Capri is left in the middle. And let's see.
River Otter daring on Capri, or pulling a Q onto Capri, pains her again as Capri just falls and almost gets 2 kills. But
yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's the type of fight I was talking about.
Yeah.
With all of those resources spent, we saw that it was really a direction issue of what direction was everyone going in to avoid the spells that were being launched at them. And blue team deftly split that team in twain. So JT Greatness not really able to secure a great ult, or even didn't have ult for that fight, using it in some other way. And now we'll see, maybe it comes out on this chase as they look to get some gold back. All right, there comes the Maokai ult as now Ashe and River Otter are in a bit of danger. Looks like, oh, being knocked towards the lantern. Oh, but not able to get it as River Otter now. Oh, let's see if Mift is able to. Oh, not able to back in time.
Nice try there, Mift.
And with no mana, he is left alone to the whim of Poggle. But Poggle, chased by MTP, loses that 1v1 swiftly.
You know, it was a valiant effort.
I would say.
But it's interesting because I think it feels like red is winning even though blue is ahead.
Yeah, there might be a bit of a dragon diff. If I were to choose which dragons I want the most, I would say I would prefer the 3 mountain drakes over 3 of any other drakes that exist in this game currently. More than 3 infernals even. Because look at the items we have on the blue team and on the red team. Everyone has teched into some level of HP or tank, except for the 2 ADCs.
Right.
Not everyone wants the damage. Not everyone wants the healing. But everyone, besides the ADCs, needs that extra padding on the percentage bonus from those resistances.
Well, I mean, technically the ADCs need it too, so they can survive just a little bit longer.
Yeah, they're just not getting as much value on it because they don't have as much armor.
Yep. Yep. Yep, it just makes them harder and harder to kill.
Yeah, and here we have the Baron coming up in just 10 seconds as we enter the 4th set of 10 minutes that this game may go through. At 31 minutes, with no Elder Soul coming up just yet. It is Soul, potentially, in 3 minutes for the blue team, and Soul Point for the red team, as we've got the red team starting it.
Going the Baron with Ashe bot lane. Ashe is working her way up, but she won't meet in time. Zonia's from Myth, as Vermilion goes in and ult, but
gets ulted as now Thresh and Xin Zhao are out of the fight. It's a 4v3, now 3v4, as blue team has a bit of an advantage. Myth gets in there and Poggle attempting to team fight here, but MTP is healing so much. So much, as he is able to get out of there before Poggle executes. And it doesn't look like it's a... Oh, Ashe does get rooted as Poggle uses the Zhonya's. Oh, but that Q just doesn't connect onto Ashe as Poggle is now down, forcing the Rush to be the last man alive here against both Ashe and Quaib.
Narrowly misses this kind of... But that should be a Baron for blue.
Yeah, we'll see. The Rush looking pretty brave, sticking around. But now both Mipt and MTP are both healthy enough to come secure this Baron, and that is going to take the Gold's lead up to about 5k for blue side.
Not sure when this was said, but somebody in the chat said, "Oh no, Vermilion infected Myth with the fizz fungus." Yeah,
that was 30 minutes ago. I could see. Yes, Pumple, we do have the fizz virus happening here, and it's been extremely effective at splitting this team in two and making them use their resources on him, as Fizz is one slippery fish.
That's his job, you know. Am I a fish?
Yes, am I a fish on Ashe? Am I a fat? Am I an Ashe? Okay, Vermilion able to push MTP away from his Krugs as River Otter lands a Q onto JT Greatness, and the damage comes out so fast, forcing JT Greatness to flash away. Oh, Poggle's Flash E forces Ashe to flash, as now the Maokai ult comes out, and we'll see, is Quaib able to fall in time, but JT Greatness first falls to Am I a Fish, and now Vermilion looking for the rest of this as Poggle ults to not much damage and falls as Ashe gets a kill onto both Senna, Maokai, and Poggle, as it's just Ashe Nation here, as all of red team is aced. It's a 5 for none, as Victor's may be able to just win the game right here. It does look like the game is over.
It does, unless something happened, right?
They would have to just give up the game.
Yeah, I can't imagine what, because they've got Baron and they've got everyone sitting here.
Yeah, and so the first game of the night in just 34 minutes goes to MTP, Quaib, Mift, Am I a Fish, and River Otter. Victors. Okay. Very nicely done. Okay. I went straight into this next one right as you're yawning, doing a big roar.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I like to. I'm mighty. Hear me roar.
I'd just like to say you were muted and you were actually cheering and saying, "Let's go!"
You know, we'll go with that.
Yeah, yeah. A question I started asking myself and people around me is this person a yay girl or a let's go bro? Are you a yay girl, Mike, or a let's go bro?
Can I be neither?
You can be neither. Yeah, but you have to
Not,
come up
not,
with what the non-binary version is in between
neither,
those.
neither one of those speak to me. I feel like I'm more of a you can do it.
You can do it. That's good. That felt like something came out of you when you said that.
You can do it.
Okay, let's start joining in our next one. How did you feel about that game? That game was really fun to watch.
That game was really fun to watch. I think, yeah, I think ultimately they just had better team comp. Uh,
Yeah.
there were, but it was a very close game. Don't get me wrong. They also got lucky in a few places.
Yes. I mean, certainly there was a little bit of my prediction, maybe manifestation, that was messing with the results. I'd like to think that my psychic energy maybe was a bit too powerful, where
Gotta get some more crystals.
we saw exactly what Topaz does is there's some level of not being even in the fights and then pushing for the fight around the objective anyways, and then that just it's almost the Wile E. Coyote of like you think there's runway and then there's just the steep fall off of the cliff just because you keep committing to the fight. And so, what are we seeing in chat?
I I never want to get hit by a Sejuani alt Ashe alt Thresh Q Darius alt again.
Yeah, scary. Scary. And I did see that, Poggle. I saw that danger coming your way. And, maybe it is ultimately a team comp difference, like where we saw the vision where Poggle, as Mel, wants to be behind their team, focusing all their energy on AoE spells and then launching their ult. It's just by the time they were able to do that, they had already lost 3 of the Mountain Drakes. By the time Poggle was able to find a fight that was favorable for him, it's like the game had gotten out of hand.
Yeah, and it was just a rough spot for them to be in, right? Because um you can't be everywhere, and you can't be everything can't be perfect, right? But
True.
the CC from blue team was off the charts, right? If you control where someone is standing, or hold them still while you just do damage to them, there's not much that can be done.
Yep.
Other than clear or not clarity, cleanse.
Cleanse. Yeah, which we did see used well, but after you use it once, you're not really gonna have it for the next 2 fights. So, let me ask you, who would you want to speak to from that game?
I feel like
MTP maybe?
yeah, MTP, or yeah, I think MTP did really well. I think the jungler did really well. Sejuani did really well as well. But yeah, I think MTP probably had the roughest matchup.
Yeah, rough and able to secure that lead early in lane that probably gave him the power to keep pushing and to leave lane and start influencing the other sides of the map. I think that's really what started to make it unbalanced. Oh, I see MTP said yes, but now there's somewhere where I need to find them.
Yep, I'm looking for them as well.
Now I have access to the normal channels, so I don't need to go looking, but now I just saw them leave. So we'll try to find them again.
They probably moved up the league lobby to make it easy on us.
Now I can't find them.
Help me.
Okay, MTP, just join back with your team and I'll be able to find you there if you're watching the stream. Oh, here. Hello and welcome, MTP. Congratulations on that last game.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, that in the early game looked like complete dominance. Obviously, it's not always going to end up that way in the top lane, but how did you feel playing that game?
Oh, I think I was very happy with how I played and how the whole team played. I've definitely been on the losing end of Capri's Yorick in past weeks, so it felt really good to get that early lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, what's your strategy for top lane? Because it felt like to me you were playing top lane as the roaming top lane. You said, I've already done what I need to do in the lane. I'm gonna win all of the other lanes for my team. Is that your track, or are you just playing it by ear as you see the opportunities come up?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think, even if I get a lead on Yorick at some point, Yorick is an unstoppable force in the side lane, so just push the lane out and try to be where the rest of the team is, and hopefully we win more fights.
Yeah, and we see it worked, because being able to secure those dragons and you being at the fights, really, it felt like it did turn the tides.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, glad it worked out that way.
Okay, and so, Mike, you have a? I saw you were about to
Yeah.
say something.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you, the honor system, right? Like, who would you honor on your team or in the game, right? Enemy team or your team? Who do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. I mean Capri 100%. The Yorick is super scary. I think I got lucky this time. Like I said, I lost last time we played this matchup. And also Poggle did really well as well. Really held it together for the team. Was really scary for a while until we finally kind of caught back up. So yeah, shout out to both of them.
Yeah, I could see you on Poggle in almost every fight. If it wasn't miffed, it was MTP immediately with the full combo.
100%. Got to shut down the Mel before they take over the fight.
Yeah, and then we saw the results. So congratulations. I won't keep you too long before your next fight, as we have people now joining in the lobby of our next game. So good luck on the rest of your matches tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Okay, and with that, Mike, how do you feel if we take just a tiny 2-minute break
Let's do it.
before this next game comes back? Okay, so stick around, because what we've got in store for you is Ruby for the game 2. We'll be watching John, who ate my Pop-Tarts, Armani Salami, new subscriber to the stream, Kazik. I mean, we've seen some crazy jungle games from Kazik last game. And then we've got on the opposite team, Little Nicky, Dripper, Chef Zangy. It's all here, and we are going to be back in just 2 minutes.
See you in a few.
Bye. And we are back. And so we are almost ready for our second game of the night. Oops, second night of the game. No.
I like both of them.
Okay. I mean, if we have
Like that,
multiple
reverse it.
nights, yeah. And yeah, you know that song?
No.
Okay, someone in the audience knows what I'm talking about, though.
I'm the worst. I'm the worst one to talk to about these things.
Okay, so we are about to get ready for our second game of the night. We're going to be watching the Ruby League, which is our mid-silver to some players who are emeralds, low emerald, who are in this lobby. And so we should have a really exciting game on our hands. Do you want to know the team names?
Yeah, let's hear them.
You might have heard me talk about them a little bit in between on our break, but we've got Shurima's Sugar Daddies, and
Okay.
they've got maybe the greatest challenge they've ever had yet. Because what is a sugar daddy without a Piltover party girl to spend all the money on? And so we've got the Piltover party girls and the Shurima Sugar Daddies. Who is going to have the advantage here?
Just based off the name alone?
Seraphine? Or Nasus?
Seraphine,
or
Nasus.
Zillion?
Well, that's Granddaddy.
Yeah,
Zillion
the
is,
granddaddy.
Zillion is Granddaddy. Who's Daddy? I don't know. Chat. Who's the biggest?
The biggest daddy in Shurima. Is Kasante Shuriman? He's technically like a different group of people. Set is not in Shurima. You just want to call Set a daddy. Renekton, Azir could be. Azir, he's a bird. He's like a bird man. Is that what we're working with?
Is that our? Is that?
We might be working with that. I don't know. You think
Azir, Nasus? I don't know. I could go with any of those, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So, while we're waiting for that, I mean, obviously there's a lot of party girl. He has a lot of soldiers. Yep, and they're all his sons. Because
I guess that's by definition.
These soldiers is my sons. So who's the daddy? That's another reference. Exactly. Like, not sure if. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
That one's a dead reference though. When we're referencing Nikki now, it's like, what? Half of the references are gone. We've lost the gay library of Alexandria, essentially, through people who are now gone to us. I'm
horrible.
That's okay. It's you know what? If it's someone who's gone from the lexicon, then it's not like you missed anything at all, right? It's like you were like I hated them first.
I'm gay in another way. I was at the gym the other day, and I think I told you this. I was at the gym the other day, and I was listening to Murder, She Wrote. And like the song from Murder, She Wrote, the theme, which is like what my grandma used to watch. And I was sitting there and I was like dancing to Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, you were listening to the TV show. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
The TV show Murder, She Wrote is a TV show, and the theme is very, very gay. And I was just listening to it, and I was sitting there and I was like, thank God for headphones, because like nobody else in their right mind would listen to this.
I've thought of that too when sometimes I go to a very gay gym. And so when I see someone and I'm like, they're listening to show tunes right now, I'd know it. They're listening to 1776.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
Right? 1776. all the musical scores, that's what I listen to. And my gym is very straight, so if like I drop my headphones or like my phone accidentally kicked on, people would be wondering like, why is that?
Like, what's that? What song is that?
They're probably listening already. Let's not kid ourselves.
They're fine. Everyone's listening to everything at this point. There's no such thing as separation. We're all here. We're all here in the monoculture. Oh, we are already. Stream is R.
Yep.
And so
stream is ready.
Let's get into it. I am ready with the Switch once we head in. Oh, and here we are. Will I make it in time? Yep. Before the first ban phase. Okay.
Yeah. There
No,
you go.
got it. Let's take a look at this, as we've got the team names up there already, and you can see who is banning what. Senna is the first ban from the Shurima Sugar Daddies.
No spark between us anyway.
Oh, and Zeri. Zeri, potentially a very specific ban.
Yeah, potentially. Senna, maybe, perhaps from Akshan. Okay.
Akshan could be a Shuriman Sugar Daddy once he gets his treasure. After the treasure, then become Sugar Daddy. That's probably the plan.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Wukong ban coming out
But how
after
will
they
they get
tried
the
to.
treasure?
Yeah, I mean they got to get the treasure hunting, some sort of. The Sentinels, they might seem like they're all about like we want to save everyone. This is more League lore, but they just want to save everyone. But really, there's a lot of treasure in these adventures.
I was making a gold digger joke.
Oh,
Like if he was, what was the other term?
built over party girl.
Yeah, party girl joke. He could be a party girl getting his treasure that way.
Oh yes, everyone has to earn it some way. There's no judgment. And here we have the first 3 picks. We've got Smolder coming out for Shurima Sugar Daddy, responded with Zach and Lux from Piltover Party Girls. You might remember, we don't have the stats this week, but Lux is an extremely popular pick and rarely makes it through in the Ruby League.
That's right. Who else was popular in the league?
Well, let's take a look. I can bring it up. At least last week's version. We've got 10 games. At least last week, it was 10 games of Senna. And there we have the Senna ban immediately. One team acknowledges that Senna needs to be curbed, especially maybe after seeing if they caught the last bit of that last game on stream. Senna, you know, able to save her team in many ways.
Out
even
of
as
games
ADC.
we've seen, that would mean that Thresh is still 100% win rate, I think, because I don't believe he lost last week.
No. Yeah, he did not. At least on stream, he has a great performance record.
Yeah.
So we're now in the second ban phase as we have got Smolder, Assassin, and Control Mage in the mid lane. And then on the red side, we've got Control Tank Jungle, mid lane Burst Mage, and Olaf. Olaf is one of those champions that I don't know what to consider him other than like go in nonstop bruiser, have no fun playing against him. Because
I mean, that's pretty much like, what are you gonna do to stop him?
yeah,
Your only defense is to be faster.
yeah, is to run. It's like playing a Halloween video game, like Halloween the movie. It's like just get away from Michael Myers.
It's always the most like, what's the word, emasculating thing, I guess, when an Olaf comes at you and you're like, yeah, it's okay, I can bubble. Oh, I can't.
Yeah,
bubble
it's
her.
like
Oh,
I gotta get out of here.
Or I can't root, or any of it. Doesn't matter. Can't do it.
No, it's not happening. And especially, I mean, Smolder and Kane have great escapes through both of their E's, but Malzahar is the one who might be stuck standing still while Olaf is running into him.
Right, and that R, yeah, it'll do damage.
Yeah,
But-
I would rather be running away and dying than standing still and pressing R onto Olaf as Malzahar.
Exactly. Agreed.
And once again, we've got Pinky Soup on Thresh. If that is Pinky Soup's Thresh, we might see another Thresh top game. You remember, on the highlights last week, it was, I think, Pinky Soup on Thresh in the top lane.
I think it was. I do believe it was.
Yeah, and then we have Rakan to support Smolder down in the bot lane. Oh, and with Ophelios, potentially, is this the Yuumi?
Oh, interesting. Or is it just a hover?
You know, sometimes we see the Teemo hover as the last one, but now that Teemo's been played a lot more, it doesn't seem like a joke anymore. It seems like people really like Teemo. And, oh, it was a joke for Yuumi, as we now have Elise. Elise, actually great response to Rakan.
Interesting. I was gonna
'Cause
think.
Rakan can
Yeah.
only do the second part of his W. He jumps in and then lifts up, and he can only do the second part if he still possesses the movement capability. The Elise E can come in right when he lands on you with the W, and he won't jump up because he's stuck in the cocoon. Or maybe it's the Elise Q, better said. That is the cocoon.
Yeah.
So, really great support counter pick because ultimately she might be able to jump onto Smolder past Rakan after cocooning him.
Cat or the chat is calling out that Jarvan was not banned and Zangy didn't pick it, which
Yeah.
apparently is surprising.
Yes, I do know Zangy, big fan of Vi, big fan of Wukong, big fan of Shyvana, and still going for Kayn instead. Maybe
But
this is a...
Kazik
Yeah.
got his Zac, which if I remember right, last week was a force to be reckoned with.
Yep. I believe in the highlights even. Big
Right.
win on Zac. Kazak.
Kazak.
And you know what? We could bring that up in the meantime. Let's see. You're saying. I'm scrolling through the highlights, and when we make it to the Ruby game, I don't see.
You've got
Okay.
3 minutes to kill.
Here we go. We've got a lot of damage from Dinky Soup onto Blazing Bowman on the left side, and
you know, Thresh just
I'm leaning into the screen like I can't say, which I couldn't.
Yeah.
Flashes.
Well,
Auto
we still
attack.
got 2 minutes left, but let's take a look at a little bit of what we saw last week. Okay, here we got Kazik jumping in with E, lands on top of Zoe Reliver. The ult pushes Zoe Reliver closer. As Emo Loser pops their ghost, the Sona ult comes out, and Pose is the target of the Emo Loser, but the ult comes out onto
Awesome
Kale, and Chef
moves like
Zangy
that,
will not
right?
let
Goes in there.
up, as Emo Loser will fall to Pose.
Just
And now,
destroys. And perhaps this was not.
Blazing Bowman and Emo Loser up here, but I mean, it's really an odd configuration of 4-1 on both sides, as it's 3-2 up in the top lane for blue side. Pose able to. This was also the Kale bot lane game that we saw, which, you know, surprising to say the least, but I don't believe she really made it to level 16 before the end of the game came for her.
Yeah, sadly it was one of those games that just didn't work out.
Yeah. So I will hit pause on that as we are now waiting for just a minute left on this game until it starts. And let's ask, Mike, who do you have winning this game?
Ooh. I'm leaning towards Piltover Party Girls. But I also really like... There's an answer for everything on either team, and I think...
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think this is a game that's going to be decided by how well the Smolder does or how well the Lux does.
I could see Lux being a big threat here, especially for the Smolder and the Kayn. I also think Zangy has a big task on his hand. He needs to get rid of the bot lane. He is the assassin on his team. And we'll see whether he goes red Kayn or blue Kayn. But my thought is, if he is going red Kayn, he's in for big trouble talking to Olaf and Zac, because he won't be able to move. And he won't be able to do enough damage through all of their damage that's about to come at him. And then on the other hand, if he's going blue Kayn, if he can't get on to Elise, or if he can't get on to Aphelios, then he's going to be the one ultimately in danger. We got right into this game with very little load-in time.
Yeah, everybody's got a good computer.
Yeah, and we are now here at the onset of the second game of the night. Here we're watching the Ruby League.
I call that the Fountain Wiggles.
the fountain wiggles when you're dancing a little bit inside the
Going
fountain.
back and forth. Yeah.
You're like, oh, let me out, let me out, let me out.
Minions have spawned.
I remember when
Okay.
you weren't. I don't know why that's a thing. You didn't. You could move off the. You used to be able to move off the fountain immediately.
I do kind of remember that, yeah. I don't know why they put it that way. That you get chained in a little bit, but maybe it's one of those things that doesn't have a really good reason, but just makes people feel like the game hasn't started and they have a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah.
All right, we've got little Nikki pushing this wave already as... Okay, it's not too bad, but Armani Salami has a little bit of a damage advantage. We'll see.
Yeah.
Skippy McSkipper, great CS on the first wave, getting all 6. As, you know, these are the little things that when I watch pro play, I see the crowd wrapped by the laning phase, because it's all that you have. You're watching the screen, and sure, there's this camera, the directed camera, that is kind of showing you the confidence on each side. Ooh, the Cocoon misses from Where's My Pop-Tarts, as now we've got a little bit of trading up in the top lane. But without little bits of skirmish that neither side is willing to give up their HP in fear of a gank, all you have is, did my guy get 6 CS per wave, or did they not? Ooh, High Life able to dodge Who Ate My Pop-Tarts 2 Cocoons so far, as the W goes in, and oh, but so much damage coming onto High Life in response. Not sure if that W is worth it. The aura might have been farmed, but will he keep it?
Rakan just soaked up the damage like a sponge.
Yeah. Once again, it's what I've been saying each game, and part of me feels bad for it, but it's like, you know, when you're a support, we can't pretend that we're anything other than what we are. We're not a tank, we're not a damage dealer. Sometimes you can do damage, but you're not the damage dealer. You are the support.
Right. Unless you get incredibly lucky with some early kills, you're not the tank either.
Okay, now that is a great combo from Highlight that puts Who Ate My Pop-Tarts on the back foot, able to dodge that Cocoon and force the jump in spider form from Elise. Oh, as Kazik comes in with the gank, lands the Q onto Dripper and Highlight, as Highlight will go down to Who Ate My Pop-Tarts for first blood on Elise. And Piltover Party Girls takes an early lead.
And that was a good gank by Zach. He came in and immediately got his Q, right? Procced it.
Okay, little Nikki, the Malzahar space distortion, able to get so much damage onto both Armani Salami and the wave, pushing them back into their turret.
And Zach resetting.
Oh, Pinky Soup able to land a clutch Q and E onto John that forces him to take a turret shot. Now John in a precarious position, as there might be a little bit of a freeze forming. Oh, he does get the crash into Pinky Soup, but Armani Salami now. Both seem to be looking for their 1200 gold in the mid lane.
I just realized I was watching the wrong stream. I was watching the Twitch stream and not your stream.
Oh, you're like, oh, how is he so far ahead?
Yeah, exactly. Took me longer than I'd like to admit.
Okay, Who Ate My Pop-Tarts brawling it out with Highlight in the Dragon Pit. Highlight forced to flash away. Elise is scary. Not only is Elise like the human form of the spider from Lord of the Rings, but is just ultimately so scary. Chef Zangi going in on John does not win this 1v1, but collects a lot of great red form points. Stripper narrowly avoids Who Ate My Pop-Tarts Cocoon. That could have been dastardly.
And that's yeah, especially in the support lane, right? That stun is wicked. The Cocoon.
Yep.
And the poke from the spider.
Yeah. You know what has been really dangerous, and this is different than the Smolder that I experienced when I first started joining CMSA and said, oh, Smolder is this great champion, what's happening? Now with Deathfire Touch, Smolder has become the ADC. Oh, the flash Q from Elise does land onto Highlight, but it is not enough because Skippy McSkipper is not there. Oh, and let's see. With no idea in the bot lane that Kazek is here. Oh, let's look at the mid lane as well.
Wait, ooh, narrowly missed that Q.
Yeah, it's 2 ganks, each from one jungler. Not successful there. Skippy McSkipper forced onto the side of their lane, but fortunately enough for them, Chef Zangy is not here just yet.
Dripper just soaking up his stack. Zach sets up for the gank, but Kane is bot side as well. Does not appear to be heading down this way.
No, and even though it seems like there's a lot of desire, it seems that Kazek is instead looking at little Nicky here, as Armani Salami has perfectly put him in a position to be away. Oh, the Q instead lands on one of the Malzahar minions.
That was a good W. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but that was a good result.
Yes. Oh, John forced into Pinky Soup's ult, but will he be able to... Oh, Pinky Soup gets the solo kill onto John's Olaf. And this is Thresh with Ghost, not even Ignite.
Right, and this is the Thresh that we were laughing at last week and learned never to laugh at again.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even questioning it this time. I knew when I saw the Thresh come out, oh, here we have... Kazek just narrowly missed onto Pinky Soup top. You know, and it's pickaxe first. I'm not sure what that's being built into, but, you know, if it's working, why would you question it?
Right. I wonder if there were any, like, out of these games when someone makes a weird pick, I wonder how many of these picks make it into somebody's solo queue that it wasn't in the game.
Right.
That just watched the stream.
Just watch the stream? Oh, I would be very interested in that. We got Godmani Salami on Lux. Neff says, yeah, and we are seeing just a little bit of advantage for them in lane as the Q from Where My Pop-Tarts goes onto Dripper. The ult from Aphelios misses as Dripper launches that mom into lane. And it looks like it's a stalemate down in the bot lane after the Ignite came out from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, not able to bring Dripper down far enough. Dripper does still have barrier.
Looks like there might be a Kane Zach fight here momentarily.
Yes, both are looking towards these Rift Grubs, but we'll see who from the mid lane is able to get there first as Chef Zangy now appears. Kazix quickly jumps out. John and Armani Salami do have a little bit of pressure in their lane, but they're willing to stay in their sides as John gives a little bit of pressure to Kazix to secure maybe at least one of these grubs. Now Chef Zangy has completely given up. And Dripper gets the solo kill onto Skippy McSkipper there. Now we have John, or Pinky Soup coming in on John and Kazix. Little Nicky is here as Armani Salami is still in lane. The Flay saves Little Nicky from Kazix E, and now John will go down to Pinky Soup, Chef Zangy, and Little Nicky. Armani Salami's Lux ult is just a little too late.
Yeah, the Malzahar unfortunately was just a little pushed back, right? For that to for him to come any earlier.
Yeah. Okay, now that we've got the grubs split once again, 2 for red side, 2 for Piltover Party Girls, and 1 for Shurima Sugar Daddies. We do see all eyes are on the dragon now as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is walking up into the mid lane to get a little bit of pressure. Okay, and no clear advantage for either side as the gold is only half of 1,000 apart in favor of the blue team. The ult comes out from Little Nicky onto Armani Salami, who has very little mana, but Highlight not here in time. Oh, Flash W's, he is here, and Little Nicky gets the kill onto Armani Salami, just enough to get there and bring Highlight back into the lane.
Zach
Okay.
eased into Ari, but Ari dashes away in an anticlimactic gank.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we didn't see in the bot lane, Smolder
Ari
needed to use
Smolder.
Flash and Barrier to 1v1 Skippy McSkipper, and now there's a 2-0 lead in the bot lane.
That wasn't Ari. That must have been. Who was that?
What are you talking about?
It must
Rakan.
have been. It must have been Rakan. Sorry, I said Ari. I apologize.
Yeah, his tribute stacks from his support item kind of make him look like he has the REW flying around him.
I saw it here first.
Rakan's transformation.
Into a fox.
Okay. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts going for an aggressive ward here, and Highlight does get the W onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts misses that Q, but transforms into the spider and immediately starts doing so much damage to Highlight with those little spiders. Dripper, though, with so much damage, the Rakan ult comes out, and... okay, not enough damage coming out onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Ooh, the Q does land. Highlight able to deftly take some of the aggro for Dripper, as Dripper now goes for the kill and gets it. This Smolder already with 82 stacks as the ult comes out onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and secures the kill. And you know what? That means Chef Zangy is now looking for something here. Flashes over Armani Salami's Q, but it is not enough as he will land inside Armani Salami's E. Oh, the Malzahar ult that just does not fully connect. Oh, here we go. Armani Salami's looking pretty... oh. The W from Kayn comes out and does take Armani Salami's last sliver of HP.
That poor Kane just kept running, and the Lux just kept running and running and running, and Kane just came up and was like, nope.
Yeah, just trapped in all of the wrong places, and Zach not able to hold Kayn down completely. Let's see. Can we see what form it looks like Kayn is going to take? The Shadow Assassin is ready. So we may see blue Kayn yet, which I think would be the move here. John pushing into the top lane here as Highlight is here ready for a gank. Doesn't look like John is willing to take this bait though. He's not pushing as hard as... oh, and Highlight thinks, maybe I'm warded.
Maybe I'm worried. Or John could just be playing extra safe. He has to know. There has to be something.
No,
Nope.
no idea. As Picky Soup now able to... oh, but the ult comes out from John defensively. And the Charm and Flay do not secure the kill onto Olaf.
And you see the two most annoying words when you're playing against Olaf. CC immune.
Yes. Oh, that Q from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts lands onto Dripper, and Dripper is able to E over the wall to safety. Okay. 100 stacks at 13 minutes. This is looking very good for Smolder. And with 4 kills, this might be the most dangerous Smolder we've seen in CMSA in the 6 weeks that we've seen. And maybe 1 Smolder per night at the very least. If
Smolder's
you'll
4-0
remember,
with 100.
yeah, the 115 CS, you're gonna say, oh, wait, my Pop-Tart's
Yeah.
coming with the quick Q and E onto Little Nicky, but Little Nicky dodges as, oh, the ult and E from Armani Salami does take care of Little Nicky, but not before Chef Zangy can equalize onto both him and onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Now Kazik is left to clean up the mess, but with this Shadow Cane, he is slippery.
Yeah, Chef Zangy, he came in and he just deleted 2 people, right? I think
Yeah.
not expected, but certainly welcomed from the blue side.
Yeah, with the Shadow Assassin form, the auto after a certain amount of time or after an ability, it's almost like having Spellblade on Kayn, where it does way more damage than you would expect.
Right. I miss Spellblade. That was the old
It's-
support item, right? Oh, that was Spell. I'm sorry.
Spell Thief, yeah. Spellblade, I think, is the yeah, Spellblade is like the Sheen passive that is on Essence
Gotcha.
Reaver, it's on Trinity Force.
Gotcha. Chat says, "Goddamn salami."
Godmani salami.
God no. Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, it's all good. They're saying that was a beautiful play too from Armani Salami to queue up the Lux ult onto Little Nicky to make sure that you at least get something out of this. You don't just die sitting
Right.
with all of the Malzahar minions on you.
And they did, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and bye-bye Armani Salami.
Yeah. Well, Lux is doing really, really well. Unfortunately, he's also they're also getting ganged up on, right? So
Yes.
they are a target of Kane, and Kane is doing a good job of hitting that target.
Yep, and here we have a little bit of contesting over this dragon as Highlight and Dripper look to make a move here, but Dripper forced to use his E, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to go back into the fight after that. Okay, and from the pings on the map, I could tell that Olaf used his R in order to get away, but now Pinky Soup has the little bit of an advantage as Olaf tries to CS under turret, instead is taking so many static shivs from Thresh.
Yeah, just a whole lot of back and forth, and he's already at 150 farm. So I think he's farming super quick. He's farming well.
Talking about
Not
Smolder?
the highest in the, yeah, he's not the highest in the game, but Malzahar is, which, I mean, we'd expect the Malzahar to be farming super quick.
Right, with the auto CSing happening there. I mean, besides that,
And
Smolder
farm 2
does...
lanes at once.
Yeah. Smolder does already have about 140 of the dragon training stacks. That is pretty good timing here. Remember, we want that 225 by 23 minutes, maybe, is a good metric to think of. And so, he might be on track to start ending the game by then, as Armani Salami is once again ganked by Zangy. Let's see, Zangy does have ult and does use it here, and by the time he's back out, he'll have the Q to jump right back in. And there we go. Armani Salami, unfortunately, facing the heat of both Little Nicky and Chef Zangy together.
Yeah, Lux had a decision to make and went deeper, which I understand why they did it, but unfortunately it didn't work out, and it wasn't.
Okay, John manages to get the kill onto Chef Zangy before Pinky Soup can equalize back onto John, and now it is a battle over the dragon once again, as Kazikasik gets charmed, as well as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts by Highlight, and the dragon call of Mom comes in as Dripper secures even more stacks.
And that should secure the dragon for them, as Red Team is recalling.
Yeah, but without the jungler, it doesn't look like they're going to go for it. Maybe there's a fear of Kazikasik being able to come back in time, and as well as there are waves to be taken.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But they did
That-
get the turret. 2 turrets, actually.
Yeah. And secured almost 6k gold lead for Shurima Sugar Daddy's over Piltover Party Girls. And we've got objective bounties now on the team now on the map for Red Side. And we'll see if they're able to get this dragon, they're going to secure 800 gold for their team in addition to the normal gold it usually gives.
One of the advantages of being behind.
Yes, as the catch-up gold starts to come in. Highlight looking for some wards here as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is defensively making sure. But without a turret behind him, it doesn't look like he has all of the pressure in the world in order to secure this.
Right.
Okay, we see the
And
ult
Red
come out
Team-
from Little Nicky onto Skippy McSkipper. That will be a solo kill as Highlight is looking to protect John. Kazik comes in. And the ult from John, will it be able to? No, it doesn't last long enough as now
Blue team
Dripper
turned.
is on to Olaf. And Kazik is forced to ult in order to get away. This is a free dragon for Zangy now.
Absolutely. And that was a good turnaround on Blue Team's part, right? Like, they collapsed
Yes.
and...
Oh! And when I say free, I mean Armani Salami is free to launch a full combo on a ward onto Chef Zangy, as Highlight is now forced alone to die at the hands of Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and Kazik. Well, there we go. And just as easy as it comes, it goes, as Pinky Soup has taken 2 turrets in the past 5 minutes in the top lane, just constantly pushing.
Little Nicky may have something to say about this. Nope.
Yeah,
It was worth a try.
there is already the 1400 smite on both junglers, and so it's becoming harder and harder to steal away any of the dragons. The jungler would have to not have smite for sure, but we will see, because you know the steals are always beautiful.
Could get silenced.
That's
Or like
true.
me, a cat could jump on the desk and
Yes.
inopportune moment.
Yeah, the Syrah cat could silence him.
Yeah, sure. Or the
Okay.
Q, the Malzahar Q.
Yes. Okay, we've got Kazik getting onto Dripper, as it doesn't look like he has his E, so he's forced to flash over this wall into the chicken pit. Now Who Ate My Pop-Tarts falling to... Oh, no, not falling, as he is able to get out of there with his flash.
That was a
Chef Zangy on the hunt, and not able to secure it, as now he is deep behind enemy lines. Oh, but he does secure the kill at the cost of his own life, as Highlight is now left alone. Dripper is in alone behind the turrets, and the Lux ult will come out.
barriers.
Oh my god.
The Lux ult.
Okay, and that is a lot of gold. That brings John back into the game on Olaf. Wow, that was really brave from Dripper, and might be the thing that Red Side needed, that level of bravery, in order to get back into the game.
Brave or brazen?
Well, I don't want to call anyone out, but that was potentially the play that we could remember by the end of the game.
It was. Yeah, you're right. I didn't mean to call out.
No, you're right. No.
I get the idea, right? Like, you think you can get it. You think you can get it. I'm king of that, right?
Yeah. Pinky Soup landing a beautiful hook onto Skippy McSkipper to secure that kill. The barrier does not come out. Look at this attack speed on this Thresh.
I was just thinking the same thing.
The whips are coming out strong from Pinky Soup.
How many souls does he have?
Let's check. 101, which means 101 extra ability power and armor. So
Well,
if we could...
I thought it was attack damage. Is it not? Is it ability power?
No, it's not attack damage. It's ability power, and it's on hit damage on Thresh's passive, which why it might seem like it's attack damage. Okay, the QER from Armani Salami, as well as the axe throw from John, secures the kill onto Little Nicky. It's one of the type of plays that you know, can sometimes happen where the game just starts slipping, moving in different directions. Zangy, looking for a ward, does make it onto Skippy McSkipper and not able to damage through that barrier. Zangy gives up his own life. And so Little Nicky and Zangy down on the blue team. That has given Red the right amount of space to bring this back down to only about a 4k golds lead for blue team. They are crawling their way and clawing back into this game.
And doing a good job at it, right? With given the kill disparity, right? Like, that's actually amazing. They're only a couple thousand gold down.
Yes. Yeah, and so we've got just about 20 stacks off of... Oh, here we have a TP. 2 TPs coming by as Pinky Soup is chased by John, and Little Nicky is here trying to defend. The ult comes out onto Olaf, but does not do anything as John is able to... Oh, and this is free stacks for Dripper, as John is not able to 1v3. Highlight comes onto the back team as Skippy McSkipper, Kazik, and everyone else is trying to get away from Chef Zangy. Skippy McSkipper falls as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is now looking for a way out the back door. Pinky Soup able to get those last bits of HP away with the whip.
That should be a free turret or maybe a Baron for blue team.
Yes, I mean, there's always the danger with not having the jungler that I think people rarely go for the objective without their jungler, but that's definitely a free turret.
Right. Yeah, he was dead though, wasn't he? So, but I mean, I guess both junglers being out, I get it. It would take them a while to build it, to destroy it.
Yep, and here we have, oop, looks like Dripper is just 6 stacks off of, oop, that makes it 3 stacks off of the Elder part of Smolder. So, that is
25
dangerous as the Hextech Drake is now up. This would be the second Drake taken of the game at 26 minutes. As also, neither team, I think, got the Rift Herald.
Right, I didn't. And they split the blue team got one of the
grubs.
and yeah.
Okay, and now it's all eyes on Dragon as we've got TP up for Pinky Soup, but not for John. And we'll see what happens as John is now making his way physically down to this. Oh, the Lux E and R, but the Q does not hit onto Highlight. And now Highlight going straight back as Dripper is here with the ult. Hits all of them. Ooh. Okay, Aphelios putting out a lot of damage here as Dripper has fully ascended. And that will be 1 kill for Dripper.
John shows up from behind, attacks Malzahar. Malzahar regrets his ult, starts running away as everybody turns on Olaf and kills him.
Yeah, and that's the 2nd kill for Dripper from that Elder. We're seeing that you're not going to be able to get away on low HP in these fights anymore. That's the first dragon for Shurima Sugar Daddy's, 2nd of the game.
At 27 minutes, so it's a low dragon game.
Yeah, we might have ourselves a bit of a longer game if there doesn't end up being a massive team fight around this. Pinky Soup, very brave, feeling powerful, is ghosting in, and we'll see. Does not manage to get that hook onto Kazik and is now taking a bit of damage from Armani Salami. No, we're returning it though. Okay. Ooh.
Pulls the Q. Oh, I thought that was gonna hit.
Yeah, I thought they were going for Armani Salami there. That would have been very dangerous for them, as I fear. Oh, here we have Chef Zangy looking at Skippy McSkipper. Skippy McSkipper forced to flash away from that to save his life. Okay, looks like we're in a bit of a standstill as both teams are trying to get a bit of an advantage in order to take this Baron, but they won't head over there until they can.
Olaf and I thought there was going to be a brawl top lane.
Okay, we've got a TP coming in from Armani Salami into the bot lane. Let's see if that extra bit of movement speed does something for him as the E comes out. Thank you, Sussy Kirby, for the follow. And this turret is going down. The siege has been successful in taking a turret for the blue team, at least.
And the, I mean, the Lux teleport in got some successful damage on the Thresh, but unfortunately, not enough to save the turret.
Oh, going for a cheeky Q play onto them. Pinky Soup flashes onto Armani Salami, forces the flash out of the Lux as well, and you know. That was an extremely aggressive play from Pinky Soup, but I would expect no less from the player who has, now left his Rakan and Smolder. That is very dangerous. Yeah, playing Thresh Top 2 weeks in a row, maybe even more than just the 2 games that we watched, and 1 lane in both of them against traditional top laners.
Well, and if you think about it, his ult is useless on Olaf. His Q, I'd imagine, would be considered CC. His E, so like Thresh is basically all CC.
Yes, but so much damage has been coming out from this that it's like, I don't know if he even needs those abilities. He's just waiting for the Olaf ult to be down and then lands them in the opportune moments. It's like you think it's a self-counter pick, but really...
Right, yeah,
it's
not what I expected at all. Yeah, not what I expected at all against an Olaf, and I can't remember who was picked first.
Okay, there we go. Dripper's Q secures the collection onto Elise and then also onto John there as the ult comes out from Armani Salami. Not enough to kill Dripper as Kha'Zix might have been looking for something. Armani Salami gets Nalzahar ulted, then Chef Zangi finishes up the kill. Kha'Zix looking for the damage necessary to kill Highlight, finds it, but will fall in return as the Zac Blobs come out. And meanwhile, in the background, Zangi was in the base cleaning them up as this is a full ace for the blue team, and it's looking like it's going to be the end of the game as only Who Ate My Top Pop-Tarts is going to be up in 10 seconds.
Yeah, likely. Well, they gotta wait a little bit for the minions. Oh yeah, that's right. The intermittent, it doesn't have backdoor protection on the Nexus inhib.
No, and they're the second of 2 Nexus turrets are falling, and this game is over as Pinky Soup, Chef Zangi, Little Nicky, Dripper, Highlight of Shurima Sugar Daddies take game 2 in the Ruby League.
That's actually a good point. Is backdoor protection still a thing?
What was backdoor protection?
When minions weren't around the inhibitor turrets, you couldn't damage them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, well, you could damage them, but they had
more resistances?
Yeah, they had a lot more resistances, yeah.
I don't think that's been a thing for a while.
Oh. Well.
That to me reads like the ancient texts, I fear.
It was like last season, I thought.
Oh, really? I don't know. How does Thresh Top always pop off? I agree. It is scary to see how much damage Thresh Top can pull out in any given game.
I know, it's ridiculous. Look, 24,000 damage from a Thresh.
Yes. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Thresh almost putting out as much damage as the Smolder in that game. And so, let's make sure we get inside the next game before we start looking at if we have an interview on our hands. Who would you want to speak to from that game?
I think we got to talk to the Thresh. Oh, we talked to Thresh last time, didn't we?
We might have.
Let me look at the list again. Probably though. I mean, I know he lost. Olaf did really well. Which would be John. Let me. Like it keeps coming to mind is the Malzahar did really good. The Thresh did really well. Smolder.
Yeah, let's see if we could bring our Smolder into that game. So that's Soup out of this list. Sir Throngle.
My Discord just popped away. Give me a second. There we go.
Okay, I just sent them a message, and so we will see. You didn't what? Walk for miles. All right, so we are now ready in this next game. We do seem to be waiting for just a few people to join. Not sure how much time we have, but if we don't get an interview, we might just be able to take a good break so that we can come back to you with our last game of the night in the Pearl League.
Let's do it. If he doesn't respond, if they don't respond.
Walk for miles. Who were you in the last game? I'm not sure if I know the league name matching up with the Twitch name. Are you Highlight? Okay, let's make sure we know who's who.
Here it is. I looked it up. Turrets also, and this is currently true according to the league wiki, turrets also have reinforced armor protection, which heavily reduces incoming damage from enemy champions when no enemy minions are nearby.
Turrets for sure. You said inhibitor. That's why I was like,
inhibitor
I didn't
turrets.
know.
I meant inhibitor turrets.
Oh, the inhibitor turrets. Yes. Yeah, any turret, I think, when you don't have minions, you'll do less damage to it. So we're in agreement.
Yeah,
we both are on it. So,
I thought it was.
Highlight
I
says
just-
no, that's not me. Thank you for clarifying.
Oh, that's Pinky.
Oh, that was Pinky. Okay.
He wants to talk us to talk to them. Okay, we can.
Okay, yeah, let's come on in. Walk for miles, Pinky Soup. Oh, yo, I see. Okay. I sent you a message, but let me move you into this call. Hello,
There they
and
are.
welcome to the stream.
Hello.
And
What's
congratulations on that game.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so Thresh Top, walk me through that. I'm trying to sit, not having watched it last week, not having watched it this week. I'm trying to occupy the mind space of someone who, like, I'm joining your CMSA team. I'm ready to have a good night, and my top laner says, "Yo, let me lock in Thresh." Walk me through that.
It's two reasons. One, I'm close to 2 mil on this champ,
Wow.
mastery point wise. And two, so last week was Cinco de Mayo.
That's true.
And in honor of Cinco de Mayo, I had to make sure I had a drink with me.
You got some tequila?
I had tequila with me last week, but I finished
Okay.
the whole bottle last week when we played. But I know from when I bought alcohol for Cinco de Mayo, I also got myself a bottle of soju.
Okay.
So, since the bottle of tequila's gone, I had to take the bottle of soju out.
And thus Thresh? Is that the connection that's being made?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of fun when you play League of Legends drunk.
So am I to
Oh.
understand that you're telling Olaf that not only did you beat him with Thresh, you beat him while plastered.
I wouldn't say plastered.
I'm just you said a whole bottle. No, I'm just joking.
Well, in throughout the course of the night, it'll be like I'll play a little bit, I'll get a back off, and then as I'm walking back to lane, I'll take a swig.
I got you.
Yeah.
It's to take the edge off.
And
Oh yeah, just a little something to take the edge off.
it's one of those cutie bottles of soju, the
Yes, the
Jinro?
Jinro.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the Jinro.
Yeah.
I debated on which flavor to get. I've always been a big peach flavored guy.
Me
just
too.
anything
I
in
love
general.
peach. Or the
That was
lychee. That's also good.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Because I was
Yeah.
debating either between that one, the peach, or the white grape. Which, by the way, is not even a white grape. There is a green grape on the bottle, so that's false advertising.
That's so funny. They're just calling the green grapes the white grapes. That's funny.
But I mean, yeah, and I know it's like headed towards the end of the season. We still had tickets to use, and I just figured why not?
Yeah.
Even
Oh,
if we
you-
lose, I just want to have fun.
And
gotcha.
it looks like a lot of fun, but
It did.
were you facing
And
any
you pumped
pushback?
out the damage.
That's true. There was so much damage. Were you facing any pushback from your team on these choices, or is everyone just like, you know what, we trust you?
So last week I was with Zangy and Dripper. We kind of came into an agreement because I had already done this last week with the bottle of tequila. They were kind of on board already, and since I already had a ticket that was not being used yet, we just thought to do it again.
Yeah,
All right.
that's awesome.
Well, good job.
Thank you, thank you.
Well,
Yeah, it's the talk of the town.
yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
stop, I'll
certainly
blush.
you might know that in Topaz, Thresh has pretty much a 100% win rate as a support. And so then to see it dominate in Ruby in the top lane is like, whoa, is this champ in need of something? Like, Riot needs to take the hammer to it, or what's going on here? It can do everything.
No, they don't need to take the hammer to Thresh. I just need to get hammered.
Okay, there you go. That's the connection. That's the
That's
hammer
the
connection.
connection.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us on stream. We're going to take a break here in a little bit, and good luck on the rest of your games tonight.
Thank you guys. You guys have been great the whole night.
All right,
Enjoy
thank
your
you.
drinks.
I will. I still got a little bit left. A swig for the stream.
Great. Okay, and with that, We're going to take a tiny little break. We might be back in just a minute, but we are going to take a little break. So thank you all for watching and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Woo! Sorry, Pearl next.
Yeah, Pearl time.
Pearl next. Pearl time.
And we're back for the last game of the night. I got it right in my head before I said it out loud that time. I don't know if you heard how determined I was to say that sentence correctly.
It sounded very precise.
Thank you. And we are just about ready to see this game, which will be the Pearl League, which remind me, Mike, what is the Pearl League all about?
Fun. No,
Fun. Yeah, fun is the answer.
It's iron to high silver. Looks like we got some golds in here tonight, so I'm guessing that there was some filling that needed to be done. But it's yeah, it's the it's where all the magic happens.
100%. We are going to see some very interesting picks. I believe we saw Zyra top once. I mean, we just saw Thresh top for the second week in a row. So how much more surprised can we get? Maybe we see Soraka in a solo lane. I'm not sure what we're going to see, but Gasians gave us, not sure if it's a troll message or a real message. We were asking for an exclusive on the record statement from Gasians. Who are you going to play tonight? And we saw just one word, no punctuation, no caps. Shaco.
Which could mean anything. I mean, it could be, maybe that's how they communicate. I don't know them well enough. Maybe instead of the rhyme is okay, it's Shaco for everything.
Yeah, and you know what Shaco says when you ban him?
I don't.
The joke's on you. That's my Shaco in impression. But you know, sometimes we might be trolls a little bit in the game. We might be. I'm not sure if we are going to be. Sheik Gray in chat says Moen's Kittens for president.
Yeah, this is Harvey Dent.
Two-Face.
Yep, he's getting over an ailment, so he's all happy to be in my face.
Okay. With that, I'm not sure who we are waiting on. I'm hoping it's not on stream. I see Lad is in the chat saying, "Who's ready? Raise your hand." And we do have the button ready to be pressed. So, let's see. It's gonna happen very soon. Oh, you're ready? And
Calamity
I
Street.
see Harvey Dent is also raising his tail.
He is. His tail's always up. He's a happy boy.
Yeah. Okay, and here we go.
He's always ready.
Ooh, let me change the team names. That's what we need to do. We've got on the left side, or on the right side, I'll start with Brahms Babes. And on the left side, got, where's Calamity? Or Oran's Otters. Okay, wait, this is the match. Actually, if John is in chat, this is the match that John wanted us to have on stream. Because...
Why's that?
At least I think so. Oh no, it's not Space Dandy, and... Maybe it was just the wrong names. Where's Space Dandy in here?
I'm not following.
Yeah, I don't see
Space
him.
Dandy. Maybe one of, well, it does look like a couple people were. Oh, Space Dandy's on Kaisa's Kittens.
Oh, okay. I see. Never mind then. It's not the one that we wanted or we were told to watch. But let's go back into the ban phase. No matter. So we've
That's
got...
the one we're watching.
We've got Nautilus, Vel'Koz, and Jin. We see the Nautilus ban come out in response to Gaijins being in the game. Then we've got Morgana, Mel, and Misfortune. Those are three of the most popular champions in the Pro League, all banned in an instant.
Which
Not
was the champ that always gets banned but never wins? In
I believe that was Ash
Oh.
or Caitlyn,
got it.
which we might end up seeing a Caitlyn come out in response to Ash. It is, you know, I think the traditional skill matchup between the two of them. And there we go, Spellfire picking up that Zyra. That might be the Zyra top because we already have Seraphine.
I see here Lux is still available, which is we've got 3 supports on blue team.
Yeah, my jaw just dropped seeing Nami get chosen. Could it
So-
be a support team?
It could be a utility team. That would be really annoying to play against. I can see that, but they are going against a Leona, so I don't know that Leona really cares.
No, Leona probably wouldn't care. If you pick Sona after this, blue team, know that you will have my forever love, but you might not get the win in this game.
And Leona, I'm sorry, I was about to say Lux. That's a Lod pick right there. They banned his Zyra. And that's a Lod playing Lux if I've ever seen Lad playing Lux if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, and that is Lad. Lad is a support main, right? Or where is
Originally,
he?
I believe he plays any lane, but I think he is a support main. But I think everybody in this league is a support main, which
That's
is the
possible.
which explains this this array of champions we're seeing here.
Yes, a lot of utility coming out in the first 3 picks, as it's not clear. I mean, obviously Lux is going in the mid lane and Leona in the support, but on the left side on blue team, who are we going to see? That's the question. As we see the Shaco ban does come out, we are actually scared of Gaijin's Shaco, it seems.
That's right. And then Alawi being banned last. I don't know. If you're red team, who are you afraid that they'll pick right now?
Oh god. You know, I don't know that I am. I don't know what completes the blue side's comp here. They need an assassin for sure, and they need someone who's going to fight in the jungle. Maybe what I would say is the scary thing is if it's Zyra top, Seraphine ADC, Nami support, then you have Talon mid, or you end up with someone like Xin Zhao in the jungle and Yasuo mid.
That's probably what it is, because if you think about it, like I think you said you wanted Seraphine Ashe. Similarly, Nami Seraphine would probably do the same thing with her E.
Yep, with the Nami E onto Seraphine E, instantly rooting. Yeah, so much AP still with Lulu coming out as well. Lilius, sorry, not Lulu. Oh no! This Karma pick is going to make them 100% AP. I think the debate is being had currently in the blue side headquarters. Orange
Right,
Otter
100%
headquarters.
100% AP against a team with 2 very beefy girls.
Yes. All women. We
100
support the all women teams.
We do support the all women.
Oh, and
Actually,
Mordekaiser.
well, he's an ally.
Yes. Okay. Predictions. I have mine, but it's not nice.
Red team.
Yeah, I will say the all AP gambit is dangerous. The Bloodletter's Curse has to be an instant buy.
Right.
But
And
go ahead.
Magic Pen for everybody, right? And they'd have to do well early.
Yeah.
If they do well early, blue can win.
But I want to call back, Mike, the invitationals that happened just last season. You might remember them at the end of season 1 of 2026. The Pearl Invitational. The third game featured a team very much like this. That was Teemo Top, played by, I believe, Moens. There was a Zillion. There was an AP Shaco. There was an AP mid laner. And some Sejuani or something or other in the jungle. Swain was one of them, I think. No, not Swain. Swain was on the opposite team.
I remember being in the champ select for that. It was a panic pick by all. We thought for sure we were going to lose.
Because you're all
There
AP,
was-
right?
There was no planning whatsoever, and we were all arguing about everything because we weren't paying attention, and everything was last minute picked, and then we
Yes.
ended up winning. Which
This has been documented. All AP team, you know, sometimes the knowledge of understanding what it means that they're all AP and what versions of magic resist are important to buy in response to the types of mages that are on the opposite team is
Right.
maybe more important than just playing well.
So you mean like if somebody has damage over time, get like if it's a Teemo, get Force of Nature. If it's
Yeah.
if it's somebody that does burst damage, get a what's the shield one? Starts with a K.
The Banshee's Veil? What do you what
Well,
which one?
Banshee's Veil would work too. No, I meant
Yeah.
the one with the little canonic whatever.
Oh, Caning Rickern.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget that item exists. It hasn't really been in my world recently.
Well, it's I would assume it's good against burst, right? 'Cause
Yes,
it's got a
it
magic
absolutely
shield.
is.
So any one of those is assuming I'm assuming is what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, that type of itemization. And so we'll see. This might be a test for Mordekaiser, for Sejuani, for Leona. Maybe even for Ashe with does she build a Wit's End or does Lux build that Banshee's Veil? Does anyone on their team take a step into the magic resist realm that will ultimately put a spear in the side of every member of the enemy team at once?
Right. And I got to tell you that if I'm Leona or if I'm Sejuani, Force of Nature is one of my first items.
Yep. I mean, certainly it's difficult as either of
First
them
tank
to
items.
yeah.
First tank items. But yeah, because they're not going to have a lot of money.
Yeah. And maybe that is the goal of Orange Otters is saying, you know, if they had all of the money in the world, they'd be able to deal with us. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to force our hand and play ranged into their melee and never let them get any gold. Just constantly harass and poke until they can't do anything, which much along the lines of the strategy that your team did in the Pearl Invitational this past year.
We got lucky, right? And we played very, very well. The downside here is and was with our team, one mistake ends it, right? Like
Yes.
Seraphine gets caught out, gets Lux queued, gets Ashe arrowed, gets stunned by Leona, right? Like anybody on the other team can just completely hold any one of those people completely still and beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, and it all starts crashing down. As now
Right.
we see it is Zyra in the top lane. Once again, we've got Spellfire on Zyra. Top against Mordekaiser, who is played by Goji Daddy, who previously, I believe last week, was playing Ashe ADC against Medeo, but now they are teamed up. As now it's Medeo and Gray once again united in the bot lane.
Looks like Lad is in the middle against
Minions have spawned.
the Karma.
Okay, and the forces, you meet already as Goji Daddy takes some very quick damage onto Spellfire. That Mordekaiser passive popping off as Conqueror is fully stacked. Spellfire loses
Right,
half of his HP already.
And there's nothing Zyra could do.
And look at this,
Right,
Gajans makes his way into the enemy buffs, finds that there are no wards here, or at least not any signal of one, and, you know, this looks like it might be a vertical clear for Gajans, as he's going to take his red buff and move up back into his own jungle.
You don't see a lot of invades or stealing like this anymore because since they changed the jungle timers.
Oh, Goji Daddy going for an aggressive flash ignite, but Spellfire able to respond in time with flash of their own. But you're right, there not too many invades because not so much, and this was done without any knowledge. Gajans could have been walking right into Lilia, but I guess the understanding that Lilia is going to always start blue buff led Gajans to think, hey, it's guaranteed. Oh.
Now they may know now because there was a ward to see Sejuani on the way out, but I didn't see any pings. Right? Maybe somebody called it out in the chat. Maybe they didn't.
Yes. Things are dangerous in the top lane as both laners do not have their flash. Oh, a beautiful bubble from Bad HBH and Gray. Oh, just one auto attack away as Calamity Chase does not get the killing blow onto it, but Medeo now being autoed, harassed really by Bad HBH. The bubble does land and Medeo forced to barrier away. So now Goji Daddy somehow is on the back foot in the top lane.
Yeah, with Zyra having her Q now, it's going to be a while before Mordekaiser can get the edge up on her, I think.
Okay, we see DSauce crossing over in the mid lane, no gank.
Do you have... Oh, you have Alfish now. Never mind.
Okay, Gajans coming in for a gank onto the bot lane here as Calamity Shades gets the movement speed buff from Nami, and Gajans gives up on it, thinking better to just go for this Rift Scuttle, which is coming up in 2 seconds, but DSauce also here, potentially jumping onto Vladimir, but no, going instead for this, and does not get it. Gajans secures the smite onto the Scuttle as Vladimir is here first, and DSauce stunned. Gets rooted by Vladimir, and it's first blood over to Gajans and Brahms Babes.
Gajans is really good at winning these early fights, which really helps them in the games.
Yeah. See
Leona
Gray going in
engages
onto Leona.
on... Oh.
No,
Sorry.
you had it there. The ignite came out from Gray, but it seemed a very desperate play as Medeo and Gray both had very little HP, but were brave enough to go in there.
Looks like mid's resetting.
Yeah. Here we have Zyra able to just hold the wave away from her turret, creating this almost, it's like a semi-freeze that is being created there. But the fact that she is up in CS and up in one item without using TP, Goji Daddy's Ignite is coming back up. DSauce and Gajans fighting over this Scuttle as DSauce might be in trouble as Goji Daddy is here with the collapse. Oh! Goji Daddy unfortunately does not hit either of their abilities onto DSauce. The Ignite comes out, and Vladimir is here to secure the kill, as Goji Daddy and Gajans now able to push Spellfire back into the top lane. Mars looking for something. Doesn't
Lux
find
being
anything.
aware of it.
Yeah.
Letting Mars know that's my jungler with an E.
Yeah. Okay. We're back to pretty neutral state as no objectives are up just yet. Just continuing the clear here as DSauce forced to be extremely far behind. A third of the CS that Gasians has. That vertical clear really messed with DSauce as he was not able to cross over and do a vertical clear of his own. Oh.
Lux R's the Karma and kind of gets a whole combo off on them. Back down bot lane, we have a successful bubble from Nami and just a trade as Lux ults onto Karma and gets the kill with an auto attack.
Nice, proccing that Lux passive, and that's really well done by Vladimir. Oh, and we see the Spectre's Cowl already has come out for Sejuani. Gasians is already building 35 magic resist, and I highly doubt there's any boots other than the Merc Treads coming out, so that's already 2 magic resist items faded for Gasians.
Yeah, and they went for the component item first as over getting Merc Treads, which just goes to show you how much they really want it.
Yeah, we see DSauce coming up into the topside jungle here. He's only level 4, so he's looking for some scraps potentially left behind by Gasians, but will not find much besides the chickens. If he finds them. And instead, might be looking for something on Goji Daddy as... Goji Daddy a little bit low. The poke doesn't make much progress through that shield.
Mordekaiser decides he's going to reset. And if you look at that Seraphine damage, right, it's doing a lot now to them when they land their combos. But as magic resist gets put in, right, it will do less and less. That's why this is an early man's game for blue.
Yeah, here we
the
see
Sejuani comes in onto Lilia.
Oh, the Lux ult comes out,
Lux
and the Comet takes the kill there.
This kills the sad dear woman.
Yeah, we see just a Giant's Belt on Lilia, and it's not enough to do damage or protect her HP.
And she couldn't even use her Q passive. I think it's her Q passive, right? What the speed?
Yeah, just her passive from hitting any ability. Just it's not enough when Sejuani is slowing you down completely, as Gasian secures the first Drake, the Hex Tech Drake, for that extra attack speed and ability haste for each member of his team.
Leaving it 4-0 in favor of red, and just about a 2,500 gold lead for red team in favor of red.
Oh, and Mars goes down again to a Lux full combo.
And this is why Lux typically gets banned when Laud is in the lobby.
Yeah, we're seeing immediately Lux domination as Spellfire flashes out of the immediate radius of the Goji Daddy ults. But, oh, Goji Daddy unfortunately misses that last Q. Spellfire will make it out of the ults, but will they make it out? Yes, as the second Q from Mordekaiser is narrowly dodged. Here we have Vladimir and Gasians looking at the grubs here as DSauce has started them, but is unfortunately not able to finish them, not yet hitting level 6, and is actually quite far from level 6, while Gasians and Vladimir are well above. Okay.
Mordekaiser lands his E and gets the kill onto Karma. It comes in on DSauce when doing the grubs, kills them and the grubs as they secure all 3. I believe. Nope.
They got 2.
Just 2.
DSauce able to give up their life to get just one of them, but in the process, Spellfire and Mars gave up quite a bit of tempo in order to go there, and Spellfire also gave up their life. Vladimir is very scary in this lane, able to clear the wave so fast, and Karma, unfortunately, building AP, not able to sustain all of the damage that's coming its way.
Leona looking to get a little saucy here. No. Calamity backs off.
Okay, we
Yeah,
see
they're-
Gaijin's lying in wait in the topside jungle. This is very interesting as... Ooh, it looked like that was a Q that failed to go over the wall there, as Gaijin's is now squarely behind Spellfire once again. Goji Daddy also headed in, and with the Merc Treads, the Spectre Scowl, and the Negatron Cloak, it looks like Spellfire will go down, as that is it. And in the bot lane, we see Medeo secures a kill onto bad HBH.
Yep. As Seraphine's trying to do something about it. It did a lot of damage, but unfortunately just not enough.
Yeah.
Lux ult again onto Karma as Karma goes back on her back foot.
Yeah, just a
And,
fourth of
just
her
loses-
HP left. She will have to leave the lane.
Just loses that trade. She's drinking a potion, but it won't be enough.
Or maybe she won't leave the lane, but she is giving up a lot of pressure as DSauce is here to try to relieve some of it, but Latimer is going to land the Q onto Blue DSauce. No ult from Latimer, but that is very threatening, and DSauce is not wanting any of the smoke.
Well, and that ult has to be up soon, I'd imagine. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
probably
getting there.
3 seconds. Gaijin's
And if
able to
there's any-
jump on top of DSauce on his wolves as DSauce gets hit by the Sejuani E. Narrowly flashes away from the Sejuani ult, but DSauce... Okay. Will make it out as Mars is now on top of Gaijin's, and in the bot lane we see Medeo running away from Calamity Shades. And Mars makes it out of that, must have dodged the Latimer Q as it came out. Okay, we see Spellfire coming down to check the jungle as Gaijin's has been devouring and feasting upon it. More than 2 times the CS of DSauce at 12 minutes. Oh, the ult comes out from Medeo. Calamity Shades does get the kill. Seraphine does get the kill onto Ashe as Leona is now looking to equalize upon Seraphine. But Calamity Shades will land this double E onto Grey. And it's looking dangerous as...
As
Uh-oh.
Calamity, or as Gray tries to run away, and Calamity tries to run away, so they're both just calling it quits. Except I think Leona is hiding in a bush, waiting for her spells to come back up, and Calamity is.
Of course,
Why
Calamity
is
Shades does know that Grey is in there.
Sejuani coming down for a gank potentially behind. Nope, decides to do Dragon instead.
Okay, already at this point, we see there's a 5.5k gold lead for the red team, and we've got quite a few pieces of MR. We've got the Null Magic Mantle and the Merc Treads out from Leona. We've got the Spectre Scowl and the Negatron Cloak on Gaijin's, and we've got the Merc Treads on Mordekaiser. And here we have Gaijin's looking to finish this, does get the smite off in spite of being stunned / suppressed by Nami. Gaijin's looking for revenge for even the attempt on his life. Bad HBH will fall as well. DSauce and Bad HBH give up their life and do not get the dragon. Yeah, that's the danger of trying to stop the jungler in any way other than killing them, because stunning, suppressing, it's not enough. The smite button will still be available.
Right. Yeah, unless you can get them low health in some other way and make them run away from the dragon.
Yeah.
It's the dragon to kill him, which has happened to me before, but not this like.
Yeah, and there we have it. There's only 1 kill for Orin's Otters as they have only taken down Medeo. As the ult from Ashe comes out and the ult from Leona to follow up, Seraphine is stuck underneath that turret, and that is another kill for Medeo. Ashe.
Yeah, but as this shapes out, the Nami's coming in and looking at an Ashe Leona and thinking better of it.
Yeah, that Celestial opposition on the Nami will block a little bit of damage, but unfortunately when it's gone, Medeo is going to take advantage there. Okay, looking at this game currently, we still need to see potentially a Bloodletter's Curse come out from the blue team in order to get the damage necessary to stop what you called out correctly, the Kanik Rookern, in response to possibly Karma and Seraphine, the burst champs. Goji Daddy goes for the ult on Spellfire, misses the E, unfortunately, and will have to give up as Spellfire retreats to their turret.
Yeah, the Sejuani is dealing magic at the poke from all lanes, right? So it's a good...
Okay, the E comes out from Gaijins, as well as the ult to secure the kill onto Spellfire in the top lane.
Leona sitting in a bush waiting. Ooh, Lilia coming in behind Lad, throwing the bowling ball, misses. Lad flashes away, saving it, but ults in return, saying, "No, this is my lane. I will not be bullied." Ease the Lilia and makes her think twice about her choice of ganking.
Yeah, Lad giving up their flash, though, that is perhaps the success that Lilia was seeking, but being low HP leaves their entire bottom side jungle up, giving
And
up
Rift.
a lot of tempo.
And Rift, right? Because
Yeah.
Sejuani just got that because he knew where the Lilia was.
Yeah, this is tough, as DSauce has been put in a position where they desperately need farm, but are constantly... Oh, the beautiful full combo from Lux. Vladimir's Lux secures another kill onto Mars's Karma. Oh, okay. We see Gaijins getting onto Spellfire here. Potentially one more auto. Ooh. And the two Zyra plants will take the brunt of that damage. As Bad HBH, Gray, and Medeo and Calamity Shades are now in it. Calamity Shades lands the Seraphine ult onto Medeo. Ashe now in a position to kite it out, as Calamity Shades is going to be down to 1/4 HP and falls to Ashe's flurry of arrows, as Bad HBH now forced to leave even their turret's protection. Oh
Nami
my
has
god.
to leave as well.
Oh my god. So much damage as Spellfire also falls to Vladimir. It's like they have all of these mages, but unfortunately each of these mages loses on an individual level to Lux. Goji Daddy looks for DSauce, gets the kill while still inside their ult, and steals some of their resistances.
Unrelated question. What's Batty HGH's skin? What's the Nami skin? I like
The
that
Nami skin, let's see. Oops, we see we're being pushed back by the Rift Tile. This looks to be... I don't know, Deep Sea Nami? No, it's the Spectral Nami, the new Space Odyssey one. I'm not sure the exact name, but it is beautiful.
Right after this one, I'm buying. I need to get the Nami games.
Yeah. And Nami is very fun. Do love it. Oh, Medeo,
Ashe
Ashes.
ults him across the map. Stuns the Lux, or stuns the
Zyra?
Seraphine for 3 seconds. Or
Was
who
it?
Was that?
It might have been Seraphine, and I didn't
I think
see.
it was the Karma. I think it was the Karma. I don't know.
It's
I
late.
just worked
This
it.
game has gotten a bit out of control, as there's now a 12k gold lead for Brahms Babes. Not to mention the item lead that comes with that gold lead. Vladimir able to, if he had ult, finish that off, as Mars is pushed out of every bush. This is very dangerous for the blue team, as they have very little recourse to get back into the game.
Right, and they're gonna need, like you said, they're gonna need some sort of bloodletters or something along
Or
that line.
other MR shred.
Right, to get through this.
Gaijins basically says,
force
"Thank you for the
situation."
leash. I will be taking the red buff." Ooh, Goji Daddy goes once again for DSauce onto this, as he now has his Dusk and Dawn, which will do a lot of work, and he will successfully 1v1 DSauce.
Yeah, but everybody on the red team is just walking over, going wherever they want, and unfortunately, because of the level advantage, because of the item advantage, because of the gold advantage, there's not much blue team can do about it.
Yeah, and they needed to win in the early game, and unfortunately, they're feeling the effects of the full MR team. Oh, let's see, the Zyra ult comes out with 3 plants underneath them, as Medeo and Vladimir are now very low HP. Gray sacrifices themselves nearly to get onto the rest of the team as, oh, they do actually make it out. Gray has so much movement speed from the Bandle pipes. Wow. Gray is walking out with impunity.
Yeah, and they've just had enough MR to be able to do whatever they wanted, right?
Completely. Okay,
Kind
here
of
we go.
surprised at this point Lux hasn't bought a Dark Seal.
Yeah, the Dark Seal may be seen as BM for some, as we see Goji Daddy TPing down here. It looks to be an all-out siege as 4 members of each team are here to potentially push down this turret. There doesn't seem to be an objective on this side of the map, and yet Red Team is going all out for it, willing to play the ARAM.
Well, this might be their undoing because blue team seems to be having the damage advantage at this particular juncture.
Yeah, this is not the difference. The key difference between Summoner's Rift and ARAM is ARAM, the minions are built to do a little bit more damage to the turret so that if you actually leave them hanging, they're going to be able to start knocking down your turret whether someone autos it or not. In Summoner's Rift, these are just normal minions. They can die to a team of 5 focusing them. They need, red side needs, Vladimir to be pushing a separate side. They need to be pushing the Baron and going in different places. When ARAM is only going to prolong this game.
Right, and the longer the game goes, the higher the chance, and not just this blue team, but any team that's losing has to come back.
Right. Okay, we see the Baron largely uncontested as Gasians is now able to secure it alongside his team and the Brahms Babes. We'll be looking to siege as there are very few turrets left in the game. Just 6 remain on the map to protect the blue Nexus. Okay, Vladimir using the ult to clear 3 ranged minions. It's a show of force, it's a flex.
It's a flex, but it's only got like a 10-second cooldown at this point, so it's the probably 30 seconds, but...
Yeah, let's see, maybe less, 33. We're already halfway back.
Yeah, they're confident that they're gonna have it when they next need it.
Yeah. Hey, Spellfire somehow got behind them as looking to ult with these plants, but the Ashe ult will land on Caesira, and Medeo will get the kill onto Spellfire. As with this Baron buff...
come out. As the Lux ult does come out in time.
Yes. Okay, Goji Daddy getting the kill onto Bad HBH. Now with only 3 players remaining, blue team will need to defend against this Baron push as it's gotten to a 15k golds lead for Brahms Babes. Will blue side be able to stop the Baron minions from taking their Nexus turrets? It looks like Gasians is ready to end the game. The Lux ult comes out and takes DSauce's life. Lilia will be no more. And now Spellfire is coming right back up, so there are 3 members of the blue team alive again. The first Nexus inhibitor turret has fallen. So Medeo is looking too desperately low in order to stay.
Nami and Ashe are both back up. Come back up, and Gasian's taking turret hits left and right. Goji Daddy just taking the turret down and not really caring about any of the damage that's coming.
There you
as
go.
they knock over the last Nexus turret and start wailing away at the Nexus. Is there anything the blue team can do?
No. And the win goes to the mixed team of Goji Daddy, Gasians, Vladimir, Medeo, and Gray. Brahms Babes take the last game of the night. Okay. So, clearly, that game ran away with itself. We don't need to harp on that. I still think there were some really interesting plays from both sides. Some really beautiful plays that, unfortunately, because of the team comp, weren't as successful as they might have otherwise been.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. And I think, I don't know, if I had to... Lad was just on fire that game.
Yes, I would agree with that. We could bring
feel
Lad
like
in if he's available.
I feel like Calamity Shades also did very, very well. Like even though obviously the the win didn't go to them, I feel like they were putting out as much damage as they could. And if it wasn't for the, like you said, if it wasn't for the team comp on the other side, that might have been another story.
Yep. 100% agreed. Yeah, Lad was on fire all night. Thank you for the Gray. That is great knowledge to know, and I would love to talk to Lad about it. So I sent them a message. We'll see if they are willing to join us on stream, as that was an explosive finish to the night. And somehow we might be out of here before 10 p.m. How is that possible?
That's strange. I don't think that's actually ever happened for us.
Yeah. Okay, so I sent the message out to them. They might be taking a little break after that game. Well deserved, as it is the end of the night and they just played so much League. But if we don't get to hear from them, let's talk a little bit more about what happened during that game.
Oh, Lod, I spammed him.
Okay.
And he responded. He responded. He's welcome to join in. So, or he said he wants to join in. So.
Yeah, absolutely. He might just be able to join the call with his powers. But if not, oh wait, let's bring him in. He just joined back in here, so I'll bring him in.
We did? Okay, excellent.
Hello.
There he is.
And welcome to the stream, Vladimir.
Hi, everybody.
Friend of the
Hello.
stream.
Yes, and
What's going
congratulations
on?
on that game.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Was that fun?
I do think so. I think
Yeah.
always some fun games. I had first pick tonight, so I was able to get a really good team because my win rate prior to this was only 30%. So I'll take my wins where I can get them at this point in time.
Yeah, and so you picked your team and you won all your games. Is that what we're hearing?
We sure did. Hooray!
You get your synergies.
Do what?
So if you get your synergies. So what were you? Walk us through the champ select. Right? Were you absolutely flabbergasted that you got your Lux?
Well, they stole Zyra from me, and that was the gag.
That is the gag.
I really thought I was going to have her, and then they took her, and I was really gagged, and I picked Lux last minute because I was really gooped.
Yeah, Spellfire did show the top Zyra last week to us, and it was pretty successful, so we weren't too surprised to see it, though we were surprised to see some of the other AP champions that came on the blue side. Is that concerning to you at all when you are picking your champion? Does it make you want to pick a tank, or are you full steam ahead on the champs that are your comfort picks, Lad?
No, I don't play tanks. So I just have to be a skinny and try my best with whatever I can do.
Great.
But yeah, but I don't know if you noticed, but we almost had an all-female team on both sides.
We called that out.
We called that out.
Ruined it.
And
yes, we called that out. We did. Don't worry, there were verbal lashings given on the stream. And so
really fantastic game. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That is great. And so before we let you go for the night, I want to ask you, who would you give an honor to on your team or the enemy team if you want to give a shout out?
Oh, darn. Everybody on my team was so fantastic. I would shout everybody out if I could. If I'm going to pick one, I'm going to go with Goji because he had the most uncertainty of the night. He never knew what he was going to be up against, and he was such a trooper no matter what it was. On the other team, I would shout out Shades from the Seraphine.
Mm-hmm.
Shades is always such a great sport, and Shades wins a lot and is such a great sport even in the face of defeat, and is always so positive for her team, and she always drafts for good vibes on her team, and I really admire her as a player. And so I'm just always excited to be able to play with her or against her.
Period. We love that.
Yeah.
Is it all love in the Pearl League?
I mean, I would say yes, but you get smashed by somebody's, prio, and then all you can do is think about that time that they crushed you with that thing, and then they
Yeah.
can only ban so many bans, and so it is all love for sure, but at the same time, like, you gotta watch out.
Frenemies.
All love,
Friendly
all love
rivals.
for the all love for the summoner, not necessarily the
Yeah,
champion.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Okay, one more question for you. Are you a yay girl or a let's go bro?
For sure, yeah, girl.
Yes, yes. Okay, we've got an answer. See, Mike, that's how you do it.
Well, it was tough. It's a hard
No, it is
question.
tough. It is tough. Okay, thank you,
But
lad.
for Lod, for Lod, that was not a question. We all knew the answer.
I think I knew going into asking the question as well. So thank you, lad. I hope you had a really fun time tonight, and we will see you next week where we'll be rooting you on.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for the stream. You boys always do a lovely job.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
And with that,
Yes.
don't forget to sign up if you're not already. This is for everyone. And have a good night.
Have a good night. Check the Discord in the links and catch us next week here, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. CMSA Esports on Twitch, in the Discord, around in the world. And thank you. I stepped on your good night, Mike. Why don't you say good night one last time?
Peace out.